Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
Two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people. It is Friday the 29th of January and we are back with another Rival Watch / Kop-ish call-in with all that good stuff. As always, we'll be dropping a link for you guys to call in later on in the stream. But for now, we'll be going to talk about some of our rivals and some of the big games at the weekend. Matt, Drift, how you guys doing today?
I'm good, man.
Sorry, just doing quickly this time. Yeah, no, I'm blessed, bro. Blessed. Friday, innit? What can I say? We're actually in a good mood because we won our last game, bro. So this ain't going to be a rival watch where every man's in like a doom and gloom thing. So yeah, man.
Yeah, we hope not. When we start speaking about certain things like centre backs,
oh yeah, that's different. That's different. But I'm talking about the general consensus is that, you know what I mean? We won a game, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
We did indeed, and we can't take that for granted. So very happy with that. Right. So let's talk about the biggest fixture of the weekend, really. Arsenal versus Manchester United at the Emirates. Big game for both teams when you look at how the table is. And just in terms of form, especially, Man United weren't expected to lose against Sheffield United. Arsenal have been on a really good run. They've won 4 out of their last 5 and drew the other game. They are 10 points behind Man United as things stand, but obviously we've seen how quickly this table can change. Arsenal versus Man United. Drift, what's your thoughts?
What I want to happen? Or what I think
you want to have? Both.
I want Arsenal to bend them over.
PG, Drift, PG. Still 7:26, bro.
Remember, bro, water shake up for 9 p.m. 9 p.m, bro.
What do you think will happen, Drift?
Man U will win 3-0.
3-0? That's a bold statement, Drift. What makes you think that?
Aubameyang's not playing. Saka is the only Arsenal player that I think can really hurt Man United. I know Pepe's good the other day, but I'm not jumping on that hype just yet. And Willian doesn't do anything. They don't really get goals from midfield. I know they've got that
Odegaard.
I don't know if he'll start. He hasn't even played a game for them. There's no point trying to be, over positive about him doing anything. And I know Man United did lose to Sheffield, but I actually think that will probably motivate them more for this game rather than affect them. And I just have Arsenal kind of get one over on Man United quite often, somehow, somewhere. I don't know how, but they have. I just think Man United owe them one as well.
Interesting. Matt, what are your thoughts?
Arsenal picked up form. They've had to because they was in really bad form. And quite surprisingly, they've done it without Aubameyang as well. I know Aubameyang was a part of that little run that they have where they've kind of gone on, but that was at the beginning. Man United, obviously, up until the other day, they were on a good run of form as well. The thing is, it's at the Emirates, if I'm not mistaken, right, Carl?
It is, yeah.
Do you know something? I think Arsenal actually might surprise Man United. Man United, for me, are the stronger team. But I think Arsenal got that kind of feel-good factor at the moment. It's either, do you know what it's going to be, Cal? It's either going to be a boring 0-0 or someone's going to nick it. And dare I say, it might be Arsenal. It just might be. Or United. But I know I can't sit on the fence, so I'm going to say Arsenal 2-1. But at the same time, I feel like it could be 0-0 though. I can see these games like Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, Man United. they either have goals in them or literally they are boring to watch and it's 0-0.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because the first game was a 1-0 win with a penalty. But the game was a dud game, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Arteta and Ollie, they can have a reputation for stinking out the place a little bit. And they're both very much safety first, and they both try and soak up pressure and play on the break. So you think, who's going to be the team that kind of pushes? And I think with Arsenal playing at home, I think the onus is on them to try and come and get something out of the game, especially them being 10 points behind Man United. And then even just looking at European places and where they stand in trying to get a European place, they're on 30 points. We're on 37. So again, it's a tough ask for Arsenal, especially with the fixtures they've got coming up. But you think Arsenal have to go for this more than Man United do. And I think that could play into Ollie's hands, especially with the attacking players they got. And Arsenal defence can be shaky as anything. So I hear the 2-1 shout for... Is it 2-1 you said for United, isn't it, Matt?
No, 2-1 for Arsenal. But do you want to know something? I might flip-flop here. Reason I say that, something came to my mind. Remember my... obviously, Rich, innit? Or Barber, innit?
Yeah.
Remember, he's a United fan, and he reminded me the other day that they haven't lost away from home in about a year?
It's a
calendar
long
year or
time.
stuff like that, or something crazy.
I don't know if it's a calendar year, but it's a long time.
It's a long time, and I forgot about that. It just came to my thoughts now. So, do you know what? Do you think...
Hold on. Drift, do you want something to cheer you up?
Yeah, go on then.
I'll let you read this one.
Breaking nude, guys. Breaking news. Liverpool goalkeeper Adrian is looking to leave the club before the end of the transfer window. Well, we letting him go for free because people don't really purchase him. So
we're going to leave that down there and come back to it. Matt, go and finish what you were saying, bro.
Yeah. No, do you know, I just thought about Man United's away record, and they are kind of, bro, their away record's serious. Do you know what? United 2-1, I've changed my mind. I forgot about United's away record. I can't sleep on that, I'm not going to. So I'm going to flip-flop it 2-1. 2-1 to United.
2-1 to Man United. I'm going to go for the same scoreline, Matt. I think Arsenal... No, I'm not actually. I'm going to go 2-0 United. I'm going to go 2-0 United. Again, I think the fact that Arsenal have to come out and play...
Yeah.
They'll leave gaps behind. Man United will exploit those gaps. And I think they'll put a couple away. Plus, Man United, I think, are defensively better out of the two as well.
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%.
Should be an intriguing game. Obviously, I hope Arsenal win. It'd be really good if Arsenal could win, but I don't see it happening.
Cavani brace.
Cavani, you reckon, yeah? I see Rashford scoring.
Yeah, Rashford won. Cavani
Rashford will score.
Oh, yeah, I said
Rashford will score. Actually, you're sleeping on the Bruno Fernandes penalty, Bruno Fernandes probably will score as well. You can just see it. You can see it. Maybe 90th minute, like there's a dodgy decision. They go look in the trailer park, and we know how that goes. So, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I know we spoke about it in the summer before he moved, but the more I watch Cavani play, the more it kind of annoys me a little bit that we didn't even try and make a move, even if it was just for one season. I think it could have really helped with the squad, but we're here now.
The type of wages he wanted with a broke up wage structure, so FSG wouldn't have done that anyway.
Well, could he really demand those sort of wages when no one was coming in for him of any note?
Well, he's ended up on 200 grand a week at Man United, so
yeah, but that's a standard wage at Man United, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a standard wage. Like, who isn't on 200k at Man United?
Yeah, they're on P's. Everyone's on 2. Like even Rashford, I think Rashford's on like 2 or something more, even more.
Rashford, Maguire, Martial, all these players are on high wages.
Martial,
Pogba, Bruno, they're all on high wages. All on high wages. So that doesn't surprise me. Like we'd probably go into Man United and start at 100k probably. It's just the way they throw out money, isn't it?
For real.
All right. So we move to the next game.
Somebody just said, "Geez,
who is?"
No.
Cavani.
Oh no.
Cavani.
No. Is he on 300?
Oh, well, that changes things.
You're sleeping on De Gea. He's one of the highest paid in the Premier League, bro.
He's on 350, isn't he?
He's either on 350 or 375. Mad.
And these man act like the underdogs. Imagine that. Imagine.
Bro, mad.
Oh boy, you gotta love United. All right. So next in line for us to talk about is the other Manchester club, the team that is top of the league at the moment. And they'll be playing the team that just disposed of Manchester United, Sheffield United. Man City at home at the Etihad. No Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah. Matt, what are you saying? It could be ominous still.
It's gonna, in my opinion, I hate to say it, Sheffield United are going to get hurt. They're gonna get hurt. The reality is gonna hit them. Man City, it's not even the fact of just because it's Man City. This is a Man City team that's in form, though. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's not like Man City haven't been playing that great. Sheffield United got a win, so it might be slightly tough for them. No. Man City are going to finish them. And this is what I'm going to say right now. I'm going to call it how it is. Sterling will get a few. Mahrez might get one if he's fit. Gundogan might get one. Cancelo might chip in. Maybe even Diaz. I'm telling you. The back door's open, fam. There's no lock. Man City are running right. That's going to be the biggest scoreline of this fixture for this weekend. So yeah, Man City all the way. They're going to pump them.
Good evening. I am a new centre back at Liverpool. That's from John Conway.
Right, John.
I hope you got good
time, bro. We've been waiting all flipping January for you.
I hope you got a good salary. Aldrin, when was the last time Man United got a pen? Klopp magic. Maybe he's done something that needed to be said in it. Spoke up. No one else wanted to speak up. He spoke up and said, "Oh, what's going on here?" I'll be real with you, Matt. I think the front door and the back door is open at Sheffield United when it comes to this game, and it's just wind going through the house. You know, like when just wind is going through the house and one door shuts, another one opens, and then you open that door and then another one slams shut because the wind it's got nowhere to go in it. I think it's going to be a really, really bad day for Sheffield United. What score prediction are you giving, Matt? And then I'll come to you, Drift.
It's either going to be 4 or 5. I'm just trying to think. 5-0 City.
I'm going 6.
Jeez!
Sheffield United. I know they beat Man United 2-1, but they don't score goals and they defend terribly. That's a recipe for Man City.
All right, don't sleep on their legend as well, McGoldrick.
It's gonna be a rough game. And I'll be honest, I'm saying 6. If Kevin De Bruyne was playing, I'd be tempted to go higher.
Yeah, but they're going to get slapped.
I'm surprised they're showing this game early. That's what I will say. I'm surprised they're showing this game.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the type of thing. I'm not even that. You might see this type of content in Carnival. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different.
This might be on them one of them websites where you got to visit incognito mode. Drift, what's your score prediction for this game?
VPN settings.
5-0.
5-0.
Drift didn't even take long. Man was like 5-0.
Yeah. Well, what's there to take long over, bro?
It's true, bro. They're gonna get slapped.
It's gonna be brutal.
It's gonna be a pimp and distress moment. No word of a lie. Trust me. Them man are getting
Himanshu, today I was watching your banter show with Have Hope. they were good. They were good. Hope bring about all those debates about all time and them things. Yeah, well, the Premier League all-time 11 we've still got to do, which we will do. We haven't forgotten about that. So that is going to happen. And yeah, but guys, it's you guys. We make content for you guys. So if there's any suggestions you've got, either leave them in the comment, send them to us via DMs, and it's something we'll look into.
Trust.
All right. The next game is that we talk about is Chelsea versus Burnley, the team that ended Liverpool's reign at Anfield. Chelsea with a new manager, Thomas Tuchel.
Was it Chelsea versus Burnley?
Yeah.
Ooh, do you want to know something? I don't know if Chelsea are going to win this game, you know. Burnley going to cause them some problems. Listen, when you saw Chelsea's last game, was you that impressed, guys?
No, but Wolves are a good team.
I know it's early, because it's early.
Yeah,
but
it was only I think he only took one training session. I think it's quite harsh to judge.
But you know, like normally, like the energy levels, or I don't know, the team might play with a little bit more freedom, whatever. And it looked like the same Chelsea, you know. But again, it's early days. Man can't expect miracles after, as you said, one training session. But I don't know. I just think Burnley are a hard team to play against, as we know. And I think it's probably the worst team that Tuchel probably wants to face when he hasn't had a lot of time on the training pitch. So, yeah, man.
I hear you. Shout out to Gregory House. Where's the dressing gown? Feeling let down. How do you feel Ipswich will do over the weekend? Yeah, as I said, Greg, I can't bring out that dressing gown until I know the people aren't going to give me a hard time. I'm still living through that moment to this day. How do I think Ipswich are going to do? Gregory, I'm going to pray for you. That's what I'm going to say about Ipswich. I'm going to pray for you, hold you up to the gods, and hope that you get a great result of the weekend. It's rough. It's rough down Ipswich at the moment. Himanshu, I've read that one already.
Yeah.
So you don't think Chelsea are gonna win this game, Matt?
No, I think if they do, it'll be a 1-0. But as we know, bro, Burnley, they're gonna stifle them. They will. And is it Chelsea at home? Yeah.
Chelsea at home, yeah.
Yeah, bro. But you know what Burnley like away from home, bro? They don't leave no space on that pitch. You get what I'm trying to say? Like they are very well drilled. It's gonna be a long day for Chelsea. I can see Chelsea like maybe having lion's share of the ball and possession, but I can also see like Burnley maybe catching them on a counter or even like a set piece, because obviously Burnley are good from set pieces. So, bro, it's either going to be a draw or a 1-0 Chelsea win. But Burnley ain't going to be easy for them. Ain't going to be no 2-3-0 Chelsea, in my opinion. I think after all the talk I just gave, Chelsea may sneak it 1-0. But it'll be in the dying minutes or something like that. Burnley are going to be a lot to break down, in my opinion, anyway.
Cool. I'm actually going to go... I hear what you're saying. I do think Chelsea will have too much for Burnley. You look at Burnley, and really and truly, the only reason we didn't beat Burnley is because we missed chances. It wasn't because they played well or defended brilliantly. We just played terribly and we didn't take any chances that we got. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Chelsea win. I think Tuchel will have them fired up for this game. First game at Stamford Bridge with the new management. I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea. Hope I'm wrong, obviously. I hope Burnley pull off a result, but I'm going to go 2-0 Burnley. Neymar. Name 3 players from our current squad that will make our first 11 in 2024 when Klopp's contract ends. 3 players: Alisson, Trent, and Robbo.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anyone else out?
Jones, Trent, Alisson.
Are we sleeping on Fab? Even though the age thing, that's 3 years from now, because Fab, I think he's 27. Is he 28?
No, I don't think he's that old.
Well, he's 25 when we bought him, so would be
it'd be about
28 now. So
yeah,
3 years time would be about 30.
I'm gonna say if Fabinho's still around, yeah, Fabinho might be in that conversation. Obviously, that's if he sticks around though.
Yeah, Milner might still be playing as well. To be honest,
at left back.
Yeah. Drift, what are you saying for the Chelsea game?
2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
These men in the chat, sorry, they're reminding us about Jota, bro. We kind of forgot about Jota, you know.
I know, but the three, I think Robbo, Trent, and Alisson are the three absolute guarantees, in my opinion.
I'll be honest, Robbo by then may have slowed down a little bit. 3 years from now, at the pace he's played at for the previous 3 years, is a lot.
Scottish blood, bro.
Do you know what? I was actually going to say there's a possibility, we might not want to hear it, that Alisson potentially could leave, you know? So say like the South Americans, I'm just saying though, like you see like how...
You've talked to him, he's weeing in the wind again.
No. Hear me out. Because Trent and Robbo were kind of shoo-ins in my opinion. But I think like even any South American, you just got to understand that at some point, potentially they could. It doesn't mean they're going to, I'm just saying, innit? Remember, Klopp will be gone by then. That whole like Klopp aura and Klopp like legacy would have been done. So I'm just saying it's a possibility. So maybe you would maybe say Jota over Alisson. Doesn't mean say it's gonna happen. I know people are starting to get
between last night and today, man. I'm trying to figure out who pissed in your cornflakes. I'm not even gonna lie.
Man, don't like to hear the truth. You know? If anyone now can sit here and tell me that Alisson's going to be here,
but you're bringing the mood way down, bro.
Bro, I'm just. What's wrong with man just telling man some home truth that it might be a possibility the South Americans might not be here after Klopp? Why can't people just accept that? Get used to it, innit? It happens. Football's a cycle. What does man think the players are going to stay there forever? Come on, guys.
I don't know what's going on with you, Matt, right now.
Raw, you man just don't want to hear nothing. You just want to live in La La Land and them things.
I just want to live a happy life, Matt. But you don't want me to live a happy life, obviously, bro.
Bro, we're talking about...
Pee on me.
Perfectly dropped, Drift. Perfectly dropped.
Wow, you man, I swear down. You man have changed, didn't it? After that victory, you man have changed, bro. It's all right, bro.
I just can't believe you just put that in the atmosphere.
Bro,
Next game.
Seriously, though. Again, I didn't say it's going to happen. I just said it's a possibility. What's wrong with you, man?
Next game we discuss. Matt, we'll speak off air. Speak off air. I don't want us to ever air our dirty laundry on a stream live for the people, so we'll speak off air.
Bro.
Leicester versus Leeds United could potentially be the game of the weekend now.
Leicester Leeds. That's a good game, actually. That's a good game.
Some real end-to-end football, boy. No body still though, so
yes.
Possible upset on the cards. You know, Leicester, when they're flying, they'll always do that random defeat where you're like, how on earth did Leicester lose that game? And you know what? We might have to even kind of wish the defeats on them. we don't quite know what position we're back. Like, I know the Tottenham game was amazing, but we don't quite know where we're at right now. So maybe we might have to actually like look at teams like Leicester and that and West Ham and be like, yeah, we need you lot to go and hurry up and lose a couple of games. Like,
yeah, no, for real. Do you know?
I'm gonna go 2-1 Leeds. I reckon we might have a bit of a shock here.
You think Leeds?
I think there might be a shot with no Vardy. And you know, every time Leicester are banging form, they just give you a random bad result.
Yeah, no, that's true. The thing is, yeah, if Leicester had Vardy, I think I probably would have gone and said, yes, a Leicester win. But you're right. Without Vardy, they're a bit more. They haven't got that punch in it up top, even though they're still a good team. It's not the same.
Although they did play well the other day, though.
They did, but remember didn't they draw against was it Everton? Was it Everton?
Yeah, who's that you talking? Leicester or Leeds?
Leicester.
Didn't they beat Everton?
Oh yeah, we did
beat them.
A draw, didn't it? For some reason, I was
no, it's
thinking
a draw.
Leicester won.
Was it a draw?
But it
I saw
was
it a draw. Was it a draw? People, was it a draw? Or I saw it as a draw. Was it a draw?
I think it was
You're making me
1-1.
think. Yeah, that's what I thought. 1-1, Cal.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They're not without Vardy. They're different, and I've always said, like, I think with Leicester, their starting 11 is great, but when you get a bit deeper, you start to see a little bit of cracks. That's why Brendan Rodgers, in my opinion, has to have everybody fit. Going on to Leeds can shock anybody in it. They can, but Leeds are so open. That's their problem. They can be a bit too open, bro. So I'm gonna say draw. Both teams will score. I'm gonna say something like 2-2. 2-2, man. I'll be 2-2 or 1-1. Yeah, man. 2-2, man.
So just bear with me, guys. My camera's playing up a little bit. I'll be on shortly, even though you don't really need to see my mug. You can just hear my voice. Drift, what are you saying for this game?
2-1 Leeds.
2-1 Leeds. Interesting. Interesting. Why do you reckon that then, Drift?
Because both teams can be Jekyll and Hyde, but I feel like this might be that random, like, you know, Leicester lose games they're not meant to. They're random like that. They'll win games that they shouldn't, or that you think this could be a tough one for them, and then they'll just randomly lose a game, and you'd be like, how on earth did Leicester lose that game? So I've got a feeling this might be one of those games where Leeds just come out on top. I'm going to say 2-1 Leeds.
Fair enough. I'm saying 2-2. High scoring. Well, I say high scoring, but yeah, 2-2. 2-2. There'll be goals, man. There'll be goals.
I'm saying 3-1 to Leicester. I think Leicester will do Leeds. Leeds give away. Yeah, Leeds give away so many chances to the opposition, and they're not clinical. They're not clinical. And I look, I've even got to humble myself a bit here because I said there was a conversation to be had whether we should swap Origi for Bamford when the question was asked. The more I watch Bamford play, he's probably the most wasteful player I've seen in my life.
Bob, that's what I was saying to you.
Imagine the disrespect.
I was wrong. I was wrong.
Carl tried to come out and just say, no, he's not that
you
bad.
should have never
He's not that bad.
Like,
Bro,
just
this is what happens when you apologize to people.
No, this is what happens when you see the light, but it's too late.
I humbled myself, apologized, and admitted my mistakes. And you man are still rushing me in the playground.
Listen, you know what channel you're on. If you make a mistake, you better own it. Like how I've made mistakes. I gotta own it, bro. You said Bamford. We'll let it go this time, but I'll say it one more time. Patrick Bamford, bro.
I made a mistake, man. What more do you guys want from me? Like, what do you want me to do? Get Origi tattooed across my belly? Like Origi life on my belly? Is that what you man want? I said sorry, innit? Like, forgive me.
To be honest with you, smaller the back will do.
You mad, bro. You are mad, bro. Yeah. Can you imagine? Got to explain that to my little one when he gets older. Dad, what's that tattoo about? Oh, you know, on a stream I once said that I'd take Bamford potentially over Origi, and one thing led to another, and now I've got this tattoo on my back, son. No, you crazy.
But he'll call you down to his level, like, oh, come a minute, and then he'll slap you himself.
No way. Man said Bamford.
Dado one. Sorry to my brother Matt for my typo. Sticks instead of skips on his attempt yesterday to muscle in on a brother. Drifty's analogy, book of engaged the P. LOL. The book is being written. The book is being written. Ace-bet Callum jumping on the Drifty train again. Choo choo. And no, I'm not on the Origi train. I'm not on the Origi train. But I tell you what train I'm positive. I'm positive. But guys, I will tell you what train I am on.
Oh, God.
This little baby here. You're asking yourself, what's this on the screen? Huh? What's this? Well, guys, let me tell you something. If you're in the UK, you're probably paying in excess of £75 per month to watch football. The game that we love. But £75 is a lot, let's be honest. Like, we're in a pandemic. I've got to buy apple juice and nappies and stuff. £75 is a lot. So what can we do to combat this? Especially when they're not even letting us watch 3 o'clock kickoffs normally. Well, this little baby here called Stream Locator can change all of that. It's a lovely little device that works on a smart TV and can also stream through your mobile phone. So if you're like us, if you like all the sports, you can get Champions League, Premier League, UFC, Glory Kickboxing, Bellator, all through this device here, through the Zone Canada, through the Zone Germany. What are you waiting for, guys? This is a beautiful little product. I've been using it and I love it. Absolutely love it. So you're asking, all right, Cal, this seems good. What can I do about it? How can I get it? Well, guys, it's so simple. It's so simple. All you have to do is hit the link in the description or visit this website that's on the screen here to find out more information. But there's more, guys. If you're thinking to yourself, right, it's a Friday, it's a Saturday, thinking about a little Netflix and chill in that, why not change the Netflix aspect? Keep the chill the same or go crazy with the chill. It's up to you guys. But you see with Netflix, how annoying is it that when we're in the UK, we can only watch stuff on Netflix UK? This device changes that. Imagine having that great Netflix in America and then having that great chill afterwards, guys. What better than that? Nothing like a good bit of Netflix and chill. And again, you can get that through Stream Locator. So make sure you hit the link in the description to find out more. And if you have any questions, make sure you visit the website as well. Right. So, guys, let's get back to proceedings. Enough of Netflix and chill for now. Brighton versus Tottenham. I'll speak about Netflix and chill. We did chill out at Tottenham last night, didn't we? Free in that.
No charge.
So Brighton versus Tottenham. The team that we just played and the team that we play after West Ham. What are you guys saying for this game?
Tottenham will beat them. Brighton, meh, they're all right. But Spurs on their day can beat most teams. Let's be real. And even against us, they weren't great. But if that Son goes, that Son disallowed goal is allowed, changes maybe the aspect of that game. So I think Spurs will win this one, bro. I think I can only see a Spurs win, even though they might Spurs it up. But
this is what I mean. No matter what I do, you guys always come for me in the chat. Now I'm being told you guys. You said
do you know how old QVC is?
QVC is old as hell, bro.
Shout out all them people that had the old school cable box, the old school Sky, the old school Sky, yeah, where when you change the channel, the thing had to descramble before it showed you the picture. Hey, if you know about that, trust me, old school. I know for people that's asking as well in the chat, the thing is not illegal.
It's not illegal.
Stream Locator is fully legal.
Think about this one here, guys. I've got a kid. Matt's got a kid.
Trust me, Matt can't afford to be doing them things.
You think I can survive in jail with no apple juice, guys? Come on, man.
Innit? What, you think I'm going to go jail without one of these? Are you mad? Nah, bro.
Can you imagine? My missus and my little one come to visit me. How you hanging on? No, not great. You know, you managed to bring the thing, yeah? yeah. I got to smuggle in. I need some. God. Callum's trying to smuggle in apple juice again. think I'm gonna survive in prison? Come on, guys, man. You're not gonna do illegal stuff on the channel
Trust
and
me,
then tell
man.
you
We're
guys.
not about that life, man.
This
We're just trying to
company's
make
been
it
around
easy.
for Stream Locator been around for over 10 years. Reputable company, great reviews. If you don't believe us, go and check them out on Amazon as well to see their reviews.
Trust me,
Brilliant
I'm
company.
using it. That's why I'm watching all my Liverpool games, bro. Trust me, the thing's sick. You mad?
Dado one, my brother on the QVC channel Flex tonight. This is what I mean. You
The
lost.
QVC thing ain't gonna stop now, you know.
About?
It is, yeah.
It can't be.
It is.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Are you running it?
No.
I was like, yeah, still about.
No, I
Still
walked
about.
into that one. Still, I walked into
You
that
did.
one.
Yeah, I had to get you back.
Let's talk. Is it a legal device? Should we keep it on the deal? No, it's fully legal.
It's legal.
Guys, we go out to thousands of people. There is no way we're gonna put on a product that's illegal on this channel. Like, come on, guys.
We're not, but yeah. 100%. Fully legal.
That'd be the craziest. Like, we basically might as well walk into a police station and slap the constable in his face. Like, that'd be the equivalent of doing something illegal on this channel. Right? So,
For
we
real.
get taken down in no time.
Check out the website, people. Trust me.
Exactly.
You won't be disappointed.
Manchu, your top 5 UFC fighters of all time. Eesh.
Oh,
Eesh.
I'll just give my favorites instead of all time because I think it makes it a bit easier.
Conor
McGregor, John Jones, Rumble Johnson, Valentina Shevchenko.
Okay. All right. For me, my 5 favorites: Anderson Silva, John Jones, Conor McGregor, Overeem, and maybe Quentin Rampage Jackson.
You know what? I might swap out Max begrudgingly and put Ngannou in.
Okay.
I like the man who likes to switch off the lights.
Actually, do you know what I'm thinking? Do you know what? As much as I love Overeem, I'm thinking about Fedor, you know. Oh, I used to love watching Fedor.
Fedor went in UFC though.
Because they UFC in it. I'm thinking about Strikeforce still. All right, I'll leave it there because I can't use Strikeforce in it.
Kadir is saying, don't worry, Cal, at prison break things, it's going to have to be because there ain't no way I'm surviving in prison past a day. If that.
And let me just ask you something quickly, yeah? Is Prison Break actually good enough to watch even though you're 10 years behind?
Yes, bruv. Been saying this for time.
Come on, man.
Come on, Drift, man.
I can't believe you haven't.
Man.
Bruv, you haven't seen the first season of Prison Break. You shouldn't even be on the show.
As hell. You know when you see the trailer and that, like, it don't look good, man.
Bro, you haven't seen the first. In fact, come off the stream and go watch it. The first season, and you're gonna come back on stream and be like, bro, first season, bro. If anything, I know the thing is with Prison Break, yeah. In my opinion, it doesn't get better than the first season. In my humble opinion,
first two, and then
the first two, yeah. The first season, though, bro, is a mazza. Like, it's just mad. Anyone that's seen it, you know.
So I know whether I'm wasting my time. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's it comparable with The Wire season 1?
Yeah, but I'm biased because
The Wire is like
that's like the best ever, people say.
Yeah, so I want you to tell me what the comparison, so I know what I'm working with here.
Maybe a 6.
What's it like in comparison to Heroes season 1?
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah,
Heroes.
up there.
It's up there of heroes. It's up there of heroes.
It's as good as Hero season 1, yeah.
Bro,
up there.
Hero season 1 was amazing, but Prison Break season 1, bro,
Different, bro.
teabag, Bellic. Oh, bro, don't
Come here, pretty.
innit? What's going on, pretty? Bro, trust
To be
me.
honest, that's putting me off watching it. Not
No,
encouraging.
No, bro,
Stop procrastinating and just do it, bro.
just watch the thing, bro.
You're out here making up excuses. Just do it, bro.
Just watch
Watch
it, bro.
the team, bro.
Trust me.
Slen's talk. Thoughts on Tuchel appointment, B-Tech Klopp vibe. I don't know if I call him a B-Tech Klopp. He's not as good as Klopp, but I wouldn't say B-Tech.
No, he's a B-Tech club. He is.
No, but why has he got to be a B-Tech club?
He went to Dortmund and he tried to play the same type of football, but didn't play it as well. He went to PSG and thought he could do the big boy things, but he actually failed in the Champions League final. Klopp wins those. And now he's trying to come Premier League.
Klopp's won 1 out of 3, Drift. He's won
I
1
was
out.
going to say, bro.
At least he's been to 3.
Yeah,
Bro,
Tuchel hasn't been managing as long as Klopp at the top level, bro.
He's
Come
too
on, man.
young, you know.
Man. You lot got to remember, B-Tech doesn't mean you're crap. It just means you're a lesser
Doesn't mean-
version.
No,
No, bro, it's
In football-
derogatory, bro. It's derogatory in
in
football terms.
footballing
It's
terms,
as
it is.
derogatory as you want to take it.
No, in footballing terms, it is, fam. It is. You know it is. You know it is.
I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I
So
mean
how else do you mean it?
you're trying to be like that person, but you're just not quite as good as them. That's what
Yeah,
I
but
I
mean.
don't think he's trying to be like Klopp. I think
No,
they're
I
just
don't think
comparisons
he is.
because they're both German and both managed at
Yeah.
Dortmund. They're
That's
nothing
No,
alike.
but when he took over at Dortmund, I think he did try and play similar to what Klopp played. He didn't really change much. I think that's why people make the comparison.
Dado 1, Cal Andy Peters superfan is coming for you, LOL. Yeah, I know. I see the messages. I see the chats. I'm his little sweet prince, apparently. Shout out to Ahmad Sissoko, just become a member. I didn't answer my question with regards to UFC fighters. So
Oh, yeah. Who's your 5?
I'm not going to go with my 5 favorites. I'm going to go with the 5 who I think at the moment through history of the 5 top UFC fighters of all time.
This is going to be
For
interesting. 'Cause
various reasons.
I know how you feel about certain things. So this is going to be
Yeah.
intriguing.
So I've got Amanda Nunes.
Well deserved.
I've got Khabib.
Okay, well deserved again. Yeah.
I've got Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah. Mighty Mouse. Yeah.
This is where it gets tough because there's GSP.
Yes. Yeah.
And my final pick. This is where it's tough.
If
Because
you
it
don't put
should-
a certain man in there, then
He
I don't know.
should be
I
in
don't know how we're
there.
going to continue. I don't know how
He's
we're
should be
basically,
in
he's basically trying to not put Kobe in there right now, isn't it? That's what he's basically doing.
Kobe.
No,
Because
No.
you're not gonna put Bones in there. I can see it.
he's not going to put. Yeah, he's not going to put.
You're
Bones
not
in
gonna
there.
put Kobe in there.
Kobe Covington.
No, Kobe Bryant, man. I'm saying, NBA.
Oh.
You know when everyone always talks about LeBron and Jordan, and it's always people sleep on Kobe. Right now, you're not putting Bones in there. You're doing the Kobe thing. You're not putting him in there, bro.
If you don't put in Jones, and I get it, but still, bro. But still,
He failed multiple drug tests.
bro.
guys.
All right. He didn't fail drug tests when he was busting up Machida and all them man there from even Gustafsson, all them man there.
They weren't
From
really
back in
doing
the
drug tests. They actually weren't really doing drug testing then, bro.
This is, but all right.
I'm gonna put him in. I'm gonna put him in there.
No. Don't put him in there because
No.
of peer pressure.
I was gonna, no. It's not peer pressure. It's not peer pressure. I'm gonna put him in there, but there's an asterisk next to his name.
See, you might as well not put him in there. Who would you? No, pick it with your chest because you don't want to really put him in there. I know why though. Who would you pick instead?
I don't understand why me talking about his drug offenses is a bad thing. Like he committed those crimes in terms of fighting. I'm not talking about the stuff outside the octagon. He's failed multiple drug tests. Like, why do we overlook that?
Because they told us that it stays in the body for 10 years and all that crap.
Bruv,
They
it's
told
a
us that, bro.
pictogram.
Bruv,
It's a
whether it's,
pictogram.
bruv, it's a pictogram or not, bruv, it's still in the system, bruv. Why is it in no one else's system? Why has it never been in DC's system or Rumble Johnson's or in Garnu's or Steve
Maybe they
Hayes
don't
and
get,
all?
bruv, maybe they don't get tested as much as Jones. Remember, he was the most.
Israel Adesanya is the most tested fighter last year, and there's no pictograms in his system.
No, that's last year. I'm talking about before then. Remember, this goes before Adesanya, bro.
But bro, no one else got caught with it in their system apart from Jones. No one else in the UFC right now has got pictograms in their system, have they?
That we know of. Just saying.
No, they haven't. They haven't.
Just saying. Bro, I'll put it like this, yeah. Have you seen, and I hate to even say it because I brought him up, so I'm actually like hurting my own guy, but you see Overeem? Have you seen his body transformation over the years?
Yeah, that's why Overeem would never be in my top 5.
But again, so is that why? Hold on, I just realized. Hold on, you didn't put Anderson Silva in there, did you?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh! Do you know what, Cal? Yeah. Do you know what? We won't even talk off air. We just won't talk.
Bro, it's Ronaldinho all over again.
It's not, bro. All right. Then I ask you, Matt, who in that top 5 are you replacing Anderson Silva with?
Nunes deserves it. So does GSP. Who is the other one you said?
Khabib.
I can't take out Khabib. Who's the other one?
Mighty Mouse.
I can't.
You're going to take out
Mighty Mouse in there over.
You're going to take out Mighty Mouse, and that's going to really pee me off.
Do you know what, Cal? Let's not do this because it's gonna get heated.
Anyway,
it's gonna get heated.
Yeah,
it's gonna get heated. It's gonna get heated. Anderson Silva, bro. Don't you finger wag me, bro.
Mighty Mouse.
Anderson Silva, bro.
Man did a German suplex into an armbar. Talk to me, bro.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. That is true.
And then he got dealt with by the corniest guy I've ever seen in my life.
He didn't get dealt with. Go back and watch the fight. He won that fight 3 rounds to 2. Go back and watch it.
Matt, we move.
Can't believe you, man, are doing me dirty like that.
Drift, get the tables.
What the hell are you talking about? I am a boy.
Here we go now. This is what I mean. I'm getting killed in the comments. Everyone's trying to say I've got a Brazilian problem. How can you lot say I've got a Brazilian problem? Look what I've got right next to me. I've been pushing this guy hard for years. I got no Brazilian problem.
Now, all jokes aside, I know why. And again, all jokes aside, listen, I know why you won't give certain people their status because of what they've done. And you have a right to do that. And what it is for me, it's just hard for us to separate that when you consider how great they have been. So whether we're right or whether you're right, I just think it comes down to opinion. All jokes aside, it does. I think it does.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. We haven't given our score predictions for Tottenham Brighton. And then we're going to open up the phone line shortly.
Yeah. Tottenham 2-1. Tottenham 2-1. Yeah.
Tottenham looked hurt and dejected the other day, so I don't know whether they're going to turn up angry or they're going to turn up deflated.
Hold on. Sorry,
no, Harry Kane.
I was just about to say, is Kane fit?
No, he's not. The thing is, though, Brighton can't score goals.
I'm still going to go Spurs 2-1. You know why? Because they've still got that Vinicius who's okay. And plus, they got Bergwijn. Oh, Lucas Moura might get game time. They've got a squad to be fit. Like Bale doesn't even get a look in. I know Bale's kind of washed or whatever, but they still got players, though. I think 2-1 Spurs. 2-1 Spurs still. Even
1-0 Tottenham. Brighton can't score goals.
Yeah.
The only game Brighton's going to try and score goals is against us. What?
I'm going to go 2-0 Tottenham. I think they'll do it. I think they'll have enough. I think Son will have a good game. I think they'll push Ndombele higher up the pitch as well, and they definitely won't go through at the back again. Yeah, but I think they'll deal with Brighton quite handily. The only thing I think they'll find difficult is if I don't know if Lamptey's fit yet. If Lamptey's playing against Ben Davies, that's going to be a tough game for Ben Davies, in my opinion.
Yeah, because Reguilon's injured, I think, isn't he?
Reguilon is injured.
Yeah, Ben Davies, it might be a long night for him still, coming front.
So it should be a fun game, that. And then obviously we've got our game against West Ham, which we spoke about. So if you haven't checked out the preview, make sure you do that as well. Going to do a little countdown to the Kall-In. So we're going to give it 5 minutes and then we'll have you guys come in and express your thoughts and opinions on what's going on at the moment. What I will say to you guys is we're going to slightly change how we do it to get as many people on as possible. So what we're going to do is let you come in, ask your question or give your comment. Then we're going to remove you and then we're going to answer your question and comment and then bring in the next person. Just so we can get as many people going as possible and get as many people in the chat. So no hard feelings from now if you're not on for as long, but we just want to get as many people on as possible. Dado won. Kopish brothers got us through the bad Liverpool form. I say it's the other way around, guys. I think you guys got us through.
Trust me, you're right. You're right. You guys in the chat, it would have been long.
Yeah, and
keep the spirits up.
Dare I say, we're not fully out yet, so we need a couple more games before we can say we're definitely out of bad form. Faisal, with Militao, what's holding us back is the buyback clause of £43 million. We want an option to buy back so we can compare with other summer targets. I don't know. From what I'm hearing, he's one of Real Madrid's 4 main centre-backs, and they've had a few injury issues there themselves in the recent weeks. So that could be one of the points that are holding teams back or holding Real Madrid back from agreeing to anything. So I don't know. It's up in the air. If I was given a choice on who I could bring in, it'd be either him or Sven Botman. But
agreed. I'm leaning towards Botman only because I worry with the Militao thing. If we was to get him, I reckon if he was amazing and we were like, no, we got to keep him, I reckon Real Madrid would be like, well, he's still our player, so we'll just take him back. Unless we got the buyback clause or whatever clause we could put in where it's like we have agreed to buy him after his loan, which I don't think Liverpool would do. So I'm leaning towards Botman, even though I've not seen Botman nowhere near as much as Militao. It's more me taking a punt in it and just hoping that he can live up to the promise that people are talking about.
Yeah. What about yourself, Drew?
I'd rather Militao.
Why is that?
I just think he's better suited to Premier League. And Botman looks good on YouTube, but I'll be honest, I've barely watched him, so I'm not going to all of a sudden act like I know much about him. I'm always a little skeptical about players that come from the French league actually looking as good in the Premier League. So,
no, I hear you. Why is it you don't watch that much French football, Drew?
Just not that fond of it, bro.
Cal's trying to set you up, You didn't even.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Man, you just did a Bobby Firmino back in a couple of weeks ago. Matt, why don't you watch that much French football, Matt?
You can't try. You can't. You can't. Again, bro. Come on.
No,
bro, I'm not even trying to bring that. You missed the target again.
Drift, don't engage. Don't engage. Don't engage. We know how good Cal is at jiu-jitsu. Don't engage.
Matt,
when Cal's like, go on.
Why don't you watch that much French football, Matt?
No, but I do. I do, Cal.
Oh, why do you, Matt?
Because I like French football. What's wrong with that,
because
bro?
you have a certain device now that allows you to watch French football, right? Bloody hell, you man! It was like trying to get blood out of a stone just then.
I clutched right at the end, When you said it to me, I understood what you were trying to say. And I was like, bro, I'm so sorry. Drift, I'm sorry. That was my bad. Man said, don't engage. We should be engaging people.
Goodness
engage
me.
with Stream Locator. Just engage with it. Trust me. Engage with the S and the L.
I tried to tee you, man, up, and you, man, just kept on passing between you. No one wants to shoot, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I just done a Minamino, you know. I just done a Minamino. You know when he got in Salah's way, that was me.
No, Markovic, and Barini. That's your team.
Oh, God, that's horrible.
Yeah. Markovic and
Barini.
Guys, if you want to watch French football, such as scouting players like Sven Botman, or you want to watch the elite Neymar play football, or you want to watch our potential next striker Mbappe, this is what you need, people. Forget about BT Sport and all these others charging an arm and a leg. Stream Locator's got you for that, people. What do you have to do to get Stream Locator, you ask? Oh, well, I'll tell you guys. You have to click the link in the description, and you can also find out more by visiting streamlocator.com/streaming-services, where you'll find out more information and you'll be able to purchase the device and get some great football in your life from various countries. Now that's out of the way, QVC Callum has spoken. We are going to open the phone lines, people.
It's time.
It's time.
Trust me.
So guys, the phone lines are now open. The link is in the description on YouTube. Who is going to be our first caller? We rub our hands. And just remember, guys, it's going to be 2 minutes for you to ask your question or make your comment. And we're going to have to kick you out and then bring in the next set of people. All right. So first on the line, we have Steve at Somerville. How you doing, Steve, bro?
Right, lads, how you doing?
Not too bad, bro. We're going to let you ask your question, make your comment, and then we're going to take you out, but then we'll answer what you've got to say. All right, bro?
Yeah, no, that's no problem. My question for tonight is, I've been seeing these links of, we're in for a centre back, right? But I've been seeing these links of, well, the highly targets today were like Bodman, Aaron Lawn from the MLS. He's highly rated over there. And also, who's Mustafi. Now, when I heard Mustafi, I was just like, now, why would you go this? If FSG were going to try and go this low, why would you go for Mustafi? You know what I mean? So, you know what? The question is, out of them three, who do you think would suit Klopp's style and going ahead into a potential game against Man City? You know, the forwards of Aguero, you know, Jesus, Sterling, and, you know, Mahrez. Do you think either of them three will cope going forward if we buy one of them? And that's my question. Just
repeat those three names for me, please, Stephen. So it was
Botman from Lille.
Yeah.
It was Aaron Lawn from MLS. And it was also Mustafi.
Cool. All right, Stephen, we're going to let you go before we answer. But as always, thank you very much. Obviously, we love what you do to support us. Always sending in videos for Rival Watch, etc. And we'll catch you soon. All right, bro?
Yeah, chill, lads. Cheers.
Nice one, bro.
Take care, bro. Do you know what?
I'll tell you who won't do us.
Yeah, who?
Mustafi.
Yeah, he's the one. But the thing is, though, Drift, I haven't seen much of Long, if I'm being genuinely honest with you. I've heard of the name, but I've never seen the man play.
Up until today, the only Long I knew about was Shane.
The only reason I knew about Long, is because of FIFA. And every man knows that. Shout out to FIFA man in the chat that do the season that, you know, exactly what I'm talking about. Other than that, I didn't know nothing about him. So I have to say Botman just because I've seen Botman play and I see what Botman can do. And I think out of the three, Botman's more physical. Some people talk about his pace and that, but Botman's not slow, you know. He's just not rapid. But he's quick enough, in my opinion. Me personally, I would say Botman, innit?
Some of my man sent a link to some clips of Mustafi, they're Arsenal man, innit? They were playing games with me today still. I genuinely don't know how he became a professional
and won a World Cup.
Yeah.
When you look up nicking a living in the ghetto dictionary, there should be a big picture of that brother right next to Adrian. In fact, them man there should just be hugging like that. He is So what? I'll be honest with you. He's actually Reece Williams level, but he's mature. Like Reece Williams, we can blind because he's young and he's coming through and he's only 19. Mustafi is like, he might even be worse than Reece Williams. I would definitely play Nat Phillips over Mustafi. If we sign Mustafi, I know the club have given up.
Yeah, no, not even that. No, you're right. The club have given up, and they've said to Jurgen Klopp, yeah, bro, like it is what it is, isn't it? They're forcing Klopp to leave. You buy my, you get Mustafi.
An Arsenal defender, Arsenal
Roger.
don't want. You shouldn't want him either,
bro. 100%. 100%.
I'll be honest with you. I've bantered too many Arsenal fans over the years to have Mustafi in the team. So I'm not going to speak about footballing reasons. I'm speaking about pride now. And I know, Drift, what you're going to say. Pride is the number one killer of man. This is my pride talking. I can't banter people for the best part of 6 years and then go and support that same player. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
It's true.
Aaron Long, he's playing in the MLS, which isn't the highest standard. But again, I don't know much about him to judge him. Therefore, I've got to do the safe thing and go with the player that I know more about than the latter. Also, I say the former. I've got to go with Botman. Plus, you guys know I'm a sucker for a left-footed centre-back because I do like the balance it brings. And he's strong. He's good in the air.
And he's not slow, bro.
I was going to say he's got a decent turn of pace.
Yeah, man.
He's not Eder Militao fast or Gomez or Virgil fast, but he's got a good turn of pace. He's faster. He's faster than probably. Well, he's definitely faster than Fabinho. He might be about the same pace as Matip.
I maybe say might be slightly faster, maybe slightly, but even then, that's fast enough. So if you're in the Botman train, Botman. Oh, we need to get this brother in the club, bro. Trust me.
Ahmed Sissoko, where is the Kall-In link? If you go to the link in the description on our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see it there.
And also, sorry, Cal, just to quickly segue, if you also go into the description, you will see Stream Locator is there. I'll give it another plug-in for you, man. Trust me, people. If you want to watch football for a low price, Bun Sky, Bun Virgin, trust me, check it out. You won't be disappointed. If we need more information, let us know. We'll sort you out. Trust me.
There we go. Drifty, still waiting on you to convert that chance I teed up for you earlier still. we moved.
No, what it is, Drifty's doing an Origi. He just doesn't look interested.
If I was doing an Origi, I would have smashed it in the bottom corner.
Here we go.
When one of your boys does that, then we'll talk. All right.
Bro.
Oh, jeez.
One of your brothers bottled the final. The other one couldn't even make the final. Don't talk about my brother, all right?
Oh my gosh.
Sun shines on the dog's backside a couple of times, isn't it?
Yeah, for real.
Next caller to come on the show is Dino Elite Cal. I'm gonna be real with you from now. Dino, I'm not getting into beef with regards to Ronaldinho anymore. I'm already being accused of being biased and prejudiced against Brazilians. I don't want no smoke with no Brazilians. I don't want no smokes with Ronaldinho fans, and I definitely don't want no smoke with any Anderson Silva fans. Loud me, bro, please. The floor is.
I just want to ask real quick, if you could have a poster fully fit.
Sorry to cut you, bro. You're echoing a little bit.
Yeah, you're not very clear, my bro.
Yeah, my bad. Hold on. I guess my question was, if you could have both fit for the entire season, who would you rather have, Naby or Ndombele?
I didn't catch your second name.
I think you said Naby and Ndombele, but we could. Sorry, bro. Could you repeat that again? Sorry, brother.
Yeah, I was watching your show yesterday. I was just asking, how come the debate got heated between Naby and Ndombele?
Who is the question? Would you? Sorry,
I couldn't hear you.
who would we choose out of Naby or Ndombele?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. We're going to answer that. We're going to obviously take you off the stream so we can get the next person on as soon as we finish answering. Is that all right, bro? Oh, okay.
Ndombele.
Sorry, Dado1. Shout out to Dado1. Just ordered my stream locator courtesy of Kopish. Come on.
Right, get involved. Trust me. Get involved.
Man, like Dado. You won't regret it, bro.
You will not indeed. Ndombele or Keita. We chopped this up last night.
Yeah, do we have to go back into it again? I already know what you guys are gonna say, so we kind of already know.
You actually don't know what I'm gonna say, man. You know what Drifty's gonna say, like Drifty's an open.
That's true. That's true.
I just think he's a slightly better player. It doesn't mean I don't think that Naby's good. I just think he's a slightly better player.
I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna answer this question on this basis: if both men are fit and at peak form.
A lot of goalposts got moved there, man. Picked up the jackets and proper spread the goal out, boy.
No, because we have to speak about them at their best. There's no point speaking about them at their worst. That makes no sense.
Well, we just speak about them for what they are.
For what they are.
What they are at the moment, though.
What they are at the moment in this Ndombele. What they've been since they've been in England. Unfortunately, it's still Ndombele.
Really?
No, I don't even want beef, Matt. I'm not even saying
No. But guys, I'm not gonna get into it. I just want to say this. Again, and I'm just gonna stress it one more time. Other than a little bit of this season, what have you seen from Ndombele where you've gone, right, he's really changed his first team? Like real talk, guys. Or just a real thing.
Bro, the thing is, what you're saying is very hypocritical because Naby Keita is so poor for Liverpool. I forget he plays for us.
See, that's why I say.
All right, Matt, let me rephrase that.
That's hate because you can't.
No, I'm being genuine, bro. I forget he plays for us.
I'm not gonna say no more. If you think Naby Keita is poor for Liverpool when he does play, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. And I ain't gonna say nothing else. That's just your opinion.
It's split in the chat. So Sava Soul Av LFC says Naby over Ndombele team Matt. Dado1 says allow my bro Matt. Want to hear him laugh, not cry. What I will say.
Look at Matt's face.
No, what I will say.
It is. I'm more puzzled. Imagine this, yeah.
See, I don't agree with what you said, Drift. I'm not going to sit here and say Naby's been poor. He's not been poor.
That's what I was going to say. It's more about injuries because this is the thing. And this is where I can laugh because you contradict yourself. You're Mr. Contradictory. And I'll tell you why.
I'm trusting Naby and I don't
No, but bro, this is the thing. Because you have this, like, I don't know what it is, like, this dislike for Naby. This is why I say dislike.
I don't have a dislike for him.
Hear me out. Drift. The other day, this is why I say you flip-flop. The other day, this is you. This is what you said. I didn't say, I'm not mixing your words, you know. This is what you said. Yeah, we know Naby Keita is talented, bro. We know that. But he can't stay fit. What's the point? Then you just said a minute ago, well, when Naby plays for Liverpool, he's poor anyway. That don't make sense, bro.
Yeah, because the majority of his Liverpool career, he hasn't performed well. I know he's talented. I've got the Leipzig.
So he hasn't had good performances when he plays.
I've got
whenever he plays, bro.
Okay, let me talk. I've got Leipzig before he came to Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I've got post-lockdown when he performed very well after we won the league. Yeah. And that was glimpses of me knowing there's a talented footballer there. 100%.
18,
but if you look at the rest of his time at Liverpool, which is important games, trying to stay in the team for like maybe a 4 or 5 game in a row run and whatnot, and just general big games and actual moments for Liverpool. Like if I got a little dossier and I was like, right, name me all the moments of each player that you say stand out for whatever reason. I'm not even going to say it has to be a goal. I don't want to be glorious. I just want to mean like standout moments. You know what I mean? For example, yesterday, that tackle that Matip made on Son. That's a standout moment for me. That was a superb tackle. It's probably why he done his ankle ligament. So if I was sitting down trying to do that, I genuinely don't have many for Naby. And I'm not, it's not shade. I genuinely struggle to even think of
that
five.
Is fine.
Bro. So
listen,
what I'm saying is, for me, he isn't as good of a player, including injuries and just all round, as Ndombele. That's my opinion.
But all right, that's your opinion. But when I say to you, back it up and give me some performances of Ndombele, like give me 5 performances where you're like, no, bro, like this guy, like this is why he's better than Naby, because I already know. Because if I said to you Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Beckham, Figo, Cristiano, you would tell me. But if I said to you Ndombele, give me 5, you won't be able to give me the 5. Do you want to know why?
I'm not going to be watching Ndombele hard like them, man.
No. But you know, but do you want to know why as well, bro? If you go look at it, the guy's never played 5 games in a row. If you go look at his injury record, you'll be quite surprised. Bro, you'll be surprised.
But if you give Naby, then cool. We just agreed to disagree.
No, again, Drift, I'm not disagreeing with you because you have a difference of opinion. I'm saying though, you're just saying, Naby can't stay fit, Ndombele does stay fit, and you're basing it off this season. Because if I said to you last season before, you can't say nothing because he didn't do anything.
No, but I'm also basing it on the fact that whenever we played in a game of any form of importance, I just don't think Naby has really lived up to the expectation.
But I think that's more to do with your frustration with Naby. Because listen, bro, if I said Ndombele, bro, Ndombele's only just really burst onto the scene this season. He hasn't done anything.
All right, let me. I don't want to drag this conversation out. Here's where you're being a bit disingenuous to Ndombele. He only played under the manager who bought him, for about a month and a half, 2 months, and there was a lot going on. Tottenham were very all over the place. It's why Poch left. When the manager comes in,
so there's a lot going on.
The manager comes in, then a manager comes in who is renowned for being liberty, dragging people publicly, and taking the piss with players and calling them out and making people like think bad of them or whatever. He did it to Ndombele within the first month of being there, which also, if you're a young guy in a new country, is going to mess with you. And Ndombele still has managed to turn himself around physically and mentally, and now he's in the plans. He is one of Tottenham's more important players, and he's actually proven to people who doubted him that he wasn't a flop buy, because he's now performing very well when he plays for Tottenham. So you can't really make a comparison in that 1 and a bit years or 1.5 years to Naby, where anytime Naby has been fit, he's flattered to deceive. Bro, I have to be honest. He's coasted through games. There's so many times I watch Naby and I'm just so frustrated because he's fit and he's still not really doing anything. And I know he's got to find rhythm, and I'll give him a blight. But if we're just talking in the context of these 2 players, I have to just call it what it is. Naby is a Liverpool
this is the last thing I'm going to say. And I'll make it quick. All right, we can't use the sob story about, we feel sorry for Ndombele because, he didn't get on with Mourinho. There was a lot going on behind the scenes. The same thing happened to Divock Origi, innit? Like, am I lying, dude? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't get with your manager, but hear me.
To say that to you.
No, but not even that though. We don't use excuses on this channel, and that's why when it comes to Divock Origi, we don't fall for no sob story. You may do that because you're doing it again. But I'll say this though. Ndombele, bro, if you go look at what he's done at Spurs, he's done absolutely nothing. He looks good on the eye, and he's had a good couple of performances, which is what you can say about Naby Keita. But I can't sit here and say, Ndombele, do you want to know what? He's going to be a star in this league. He has potential, Drift. So many people have potential. But do you want to know why he wasn't playing as well? It's because his fitness was poor and Mourinho didn't trust him. There's a reason why you get dropped, bro. There's a reason why. It can't be just because you didn't get on with the manager all the time or whatever. Bro, if you're that good, you play. It's that simple. Liverpool,
he does play now. That's my point.
Guys, let me read out some of these super chats. So promo, Ndombele in the defensive system shines more than Naby in an attacking one. Sorry, Matt. Dado 1. Drift going in with a blunt knife. Naby unlucky. Shout out to Imi Chris, who's just become a member of ours. If you want to become a member, then smash the like button first and foremost, and go and visit the link in the description. While you're in the description as well, also make sure you visit Stream Locator and pick yourself up one of those amazing devices where you can football, boxing, MMA, a variety of sports for a fraction of the price that you pay for Sky or BT.
And just to let you know, after that layup from Cal, if you have any queries or any worries about how to do it, how to set it up, how to get through it, and how to make everything work properly, they have a Discord service and a 24-hour response. So any question you want answered, any help you need, there's always people on hand to make sure that you're fine. And as I said, the Discord, and it's a laugh in there as well. You know what I mean? It's good football conversation, good banter. So yeah, you'll never ever be left alone, worried about how to sort it out. There'll always be someone on hand to help you out.
Corner taker, quickly drifting! Dano 1, Naby unlucky with injury, struggling to make it at LFC. Couple more super chats. Bear me a moment, guys. System's a bit slow tonight. There we go. Rise at 85. When Naby is fit, he doesn't go straight into a team like Hendo and other players. If you look at how many times he's missed games through injury, it is 2 matches more than Hendo.
Look at the strength. That's a good point. Look at the strength of our midfield and look at the strength of Spurs midfield. Harry Winks.
So I'm just looking at Ndombele's stats for this season so far.
I was going to say, Carl, please read out how many games he played. I'm begging you. Because people think Ndombele's played bare games.
Well, this season he's played 17. He's made 17 appearances. He's got 3 goals, 1 assist. Overall, since he's been in the league, so he came last season. He's played 38 games, scored 5 goals, 3 assists.
He didn't come last season.
Yeah, he did.
He did. That was the season.
What, the season before?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's only been here 1.5 years, bro.
Are you sure? So what? He came in the 1920 season?
Yeah, bro. Brother, you weren't listening to a word I said, were you?
I swear Ndombele came the year before.
No, bro. That's what I'm trying to say to you, bro. He came last year. He only played under Poch for 2 months. Poch got sacked. That's the manager who wanted him. And then he had to play for Mourinho, who called him out in like the 2nd game he played for him.
So how many games has he played then since he's been in England?
38.
38?
Yeah.
And how many has Naby played in the last 2 years? Because we'll do it from when Naby started. No. We've got to make it fair, right? We'll make it fair, though, innit?
I'm looking at it.
That's a bad idea to start talking about how many games.
No, it's not a bad idea. No, that's not a bad idea. Go on.
All right. So since Naby's been in England, right?
No, so started from Ndombele, so last season, then, isn't it?
So 1920.
Yeah.
He made 18 appearances in 1920, and he's made 7 this season. So he's made a total of 25 since the beginning of the 1920 season. He's registered no goals or assists this season, and last season he registered 2 goals and 3 assists.
And how many did Ndombele play altogether so far, you said?
He's played 38 times. He scored 5 goals and created 3 goals.
Don't forget to take the court.
on that note, I did warn him. He didn't want to see the statistics. Oh boy, the next caller we are going to invite in is Tony. Tony, can you hear us, bro? Tony, you're on mute. Oh, Tony's gone. All right, going to bring in the next person, Jamal Thompson. Jamal, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's
how you doing?
I'm doing good. You guys doing good too?
Not too bad, thank you.
Yeah, how you
Not too
doing,
bad.
brother?
Bless,
Yeah.
man. Bless, man.
Yeah, just have two quick questions for you guys. First thing is, which Liverpool player has get you close to hating him? I know we don't hate anybody, but the closest. For me, it's Moreno. He's trash.
Yeah, same
Um,
here.
yeah. And the next question, it's a little funny one. Which is the most gifted footballer you have ever seen who done nothing with his career? So
Ooh.
street footballers. For me, it's Hafton Benata or Adel Tarabt. So yeah, that's my
Ooh,
quick question.
That's a good
Okay.
call, man.
That's a good
Great
one.
call,
That's a
great
good one.
call. Jamal, thank you for your call. We're going to move you on and bring
Yeah.
in the next person shortly, but thank you very much for calling and for your support, bro.
Yeah, bye guys.
Take
See you
care,
later,
bro.
The Liverpool player who I came close to
tough.
hate, no, didn't come close to hate. I do hate Carriers, and
Yeah.
the player who I think has the maddest talent, but then didn't do anything with it. Maybe I'm being a bit disingenuous to say he didn't do anything with it, but I think Quaresma could have been the best footballer we've ever seen.
Ever seen?
I mean, I'm being a bit of an exaggerator for the sake of the
A
conversation.
bit.
But he was
No.
ridiculously talented, and that he just never quite did what he should have done with that talent. Ridiculous footballer. I'm so he's a ridiculous footballer.
One of the best we could have ever seen, Drift.
I wouldn't go that far personally.
All
I
right,
would.
take all the goats out, and then he'd
I
be the
wouldn't.
next one in the line.
I would.
Bro, you can't say that, bro. You can't say take all the goats out and be the next one.
You can't.
Bro.
Quaresma, do you know what it is?
All right, let me put you like this. Why I say that? Because the people who argue that Cristiano Ronaldo was the best footballer of all time, like that is a solid argument. People say that Cristiano is the best player of all time. Quaresma is more talented than Ronaldo.
Yeah, but so is Neymar.
I
So
don't even know if that's...
if he'd have done what Ronaldo did and used the talent properly by having the same drive that Ronaldo had and the same determination, he could have been the best footballer or one of the best footballers. That's the point I'm making.
I'll be honest, Drift. You see when people say what you just said, like Quaresma was definitely more talented than Ronaldo, I don't think that's the case. I think people sleep on Cristiano Ronaldo's talent, like just because he worked so hard. Like, do you know how talented Ronaldo
Yeah,
is?
do you know what it is? I just think Quaresma was just a bit more flashy. I wouldn't say
Do
he
you
had
remember
necessarily more talent.
Quaresma?
Of course
I do, bro. I do,
Oh.
but what?
Of course.
Apart from certain skills, which again I admit to, what could Quaresma do that Cristiano couldn't do?
I'm not gonna go into a whole argument about it. That's just my opinion. Because it's just gonna start going back and forth, and we're gonna
No, but just say something, though.
I'm not even trying to draw you out here. You know, I'm not going to try.
He was quicker. His dribbling was better. He's got more skill.
He wasn't quicker.
Ball. He is quicker. Quaresma was.
No,
quicker.
he's not.
I'm talking
No,
about
he's
when he
not.
was in his prime.
Bruv, Cristiano Ronaldo. No.
He's
Cristiano
got better
Ronaldo was
dribbling than Ronaldo, and he's more skillful than Ronaldo. Ronaldo's a better header than Quaresma. Other than that, I don't really know if there is an actual attribute that I would say Ronaldo has that's better than Quaresma.
All right. I'll make this quick, yeah? Cristiano Ronaldo was faster, had a better shot, was better in the air. Quaresma, I think, he had more flair, believe it or not. Maybe had more flair.
It's not believe it or not, that's a fact.
But when it comes to technique, I think they were both exactly the same because I think you are sleeping on sporting Cristiano Ronaldo. When I say sleeping, you're with
I think Ronaldo
and again, Ronaldo could do things at a higher speed than Quaresma. Quaresma was great at using the outside of his foot, which became his trademark. And again, very, very technical. But bro, to say all of that about better than CR7? Nah, fam. I'm glad I came out the basement. I'm glad.
I never said he's better now. I said he could have been. You are completely missing the point. He asked who wasted their talent.
No, I get that.
Charisma.
You're just saying. You're just saying.
I've not spoken to him, bro.
No, you're just saying you think he was more talented than CR7 as to why you think he could have been something special.
And so did everyone in Portugal. But there we go.
I think he was better at dribbling than Ronaldo. I'll agree to that. I think Ronaldo had a better shot with both feet.
Yeah.
I think Ronaldo is better header of the ball.
Yeah.
I think crossing, I think Ronaldo was slightly ahead. Creativity.
You lot are talking about the fact that Ronaldo did actually fulfill his potential. Charisma didn't. That wasn't the question.
No.
What you're not doing is you're comparing Ronaldo to the charisma
but we're
that
not.
didn't use his talent.
You're not even let me
We're not.
land, bro. You're not even let me land.
No one said that though. Why are you assuming?
Because what you're doing now is talking about Ronaldo who did get to the level and charisma that didn't.
But
That's not
never...
what the question was.
You haven't let me land, bro. You haven't let me land, bro. I think creativity. I think charisma was more creative, but I think footballing IQ overall, I'd give it to Cristiano Ronaldo, as in knowing where to arrive and all that. And again, I'm talking about them when they were kids. I'm talking about from the age of 17 to 21. I think we saw more in that period from Ronaldo that lets me believe that he was just as talented, if not so, more talented than Charisma. Charisma was definitely prettier on the eye, though. That's what I will say.
I think he had more flair, and it's maybe technique at that point.
Did you just say from 18 to 21, and you would still say Ronaldo?
I personally would, yeah.
You literally picked the worst part of Ronaldo's career. All right, cool.
But that's us talking about a player's talent, right? That's the potential years, isn't it?
Yeah, but at that point in his career, that was when Ronaldo was just a step-over merchant with no end product.
But then, what was Charisma doing at that time, bro?
Getting moves to Barcelona and shining in the Spanish league.
What did he?
He didn't shine in the Spanish league.
He did in his first season. He did.
No, he did not.
Listen, didn't I say I just wanted to make a point and then move on? I knew it was going to turn into an argument. Can I have my opinion on Charisma, please?
But Cristiano Ronaldo moved to Man United, who arguably at the time were just as big as Barcelona. And
yeah, but he was moving there to just be like a player that could become something. They didn't have the high hopes for him like Charisma when he went to Barcelona. Nowhere near.
Drift, I'll be honest with you. Charisma had amazing talent, but he didn't shine at Barca, fam. He didn't.
All right, let's move. No, his overall Barcelona career ended up being a flop, but his first season at Barcelona, he played well. And then it was almost like, I don't know, like he did a Dembele, and it was like he just, I don't know, and then he ended up, and then his career just went to what it is.
I'll just say this, he was talented. Yes, Charisma was talented. And again, I think maybe when they were younger, he may have had slightly better technical ability, and he had more flair than Ronaldo, I think, at that point. But I think after that, that's where the buck stops. And there's more to football than just flair and tricks.
Imi Briss, you lot need to watch The Sopranos. It's up there with The Wire as one of the greatest shows of all time. Your thoughts on that, guys? The Sopranos.
I've never watched that. I mean, I think I've seen a couple of episodes, but I've never been a Sopranos fan. Like, not fan, but I've never really got into it personally.
I don't think it's my type of TV.
I know, I give it a watch. It just at the moment, time is crazy for me at the moment.
Yeah.
If I have the time, I'll definitely sit there and watch it. For me, the most gifted player that kind of came to nothing. Unfortunately, we're seeing one going through it at the moment, but obviously he's still young enough that it could change. Ousmane Dembele. I think that's injuries and the fact he moved to Barcelona when I don't think he should have. Another player, I was just going to say it, Trudon beat me to it, but I think he achieved enough. Saying that, though, I do think Balotelli achieved enough in his career not to be on the top of that list. Not to be on the top of the list. No, hear me out, man. He achieved more than Ben Arthur.
Oh, yeah. What I mean is that
he shouldn't be on top of the list in my opinion.
What I mean is that Balotelli should be going down as like one of the best of his generation, fam.
He should be going down as one of the best ever.
Probably had everything. He had absolutely everything. That's
I didn't want the smoke. That's why I didn't name him. I could have just imagined the look on Cal's face if I'd have said Balotelli. So I just left that one alone. You know what I mean?
No. But bro, you would have been right to say Ballo. I don't think Cal would have said anything because Cal knows how
I
talented he
just
is.
stuck up for Balotelli, bro.
No, but normally
remember-
when I mention Balotelli, I get all the smoke. So that's why I just left that one alone. You know what I mean?
No, but when I give you smoke about Balotelli, could you talk about him like he achieved what he was meant to achieve in his career?
No. I just say I feel like he had a very unfair time at Liverpool.
Life.
He's hard. Well, yeah, but he's very harshly judged for his Liverpool career, and I think it was doomed from the beginning. It wasn't. He didn't help himself, but it was doomed from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know another player I could even bring up, Cal, as well? That came to my brain. And it's because of injury, so it's slightly different. But he had all the talent. Harry Kewell, fam. Oh my gosh, bro.
I think he proved enough in his career before he got the injuries to show he was absolutely.
No, he did. But bro, this is going to be a big take here. And in fact, it's not even a big take. I think all you Liverpool fans kind of know this. Harry Kewell was more talented than Ryan Giggs. If Harry Kewell had the same career longevity, no, bro, it's not even no. Don't want to hear it. It's not a debate. If you can sit there and tell me,
I agree with Matt.
Bro, people are not going to like.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it is a debate, bro.
Bro, Giggs is overrated. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Even if you want to take it back to the 90s, yeah, and look at like what wingers were doing, and they weren't really getting goals, and they were just very like crossing the ball and whatnot, yeah. Go look how football's evolved now. There's certain players like David Ginola that had more talent than Giggs. Didn't have a better career, but they could play in today's era. You know, Ryan Giggs could not play in today's era. If he did, he wouldn't be the same Ryan Giggs where, I don't know, he gets about 10 assists maybe, and he gets about 3 goals a season. You know, people like Sadio Mane broke up Giggs all day. It's not even a debate. You do realise that, right? And that's their legend. Salah broke him up all day. You do realise that, right?
I agree that Harry Kewell could play in this era.
Of course he could.
I don't think he could.
Cal, on a technical level, Harry Kewell was a beast.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but to say Giggs, like, it's not even a debate. Like, it's a debate.
Bro,
I'm not saying you're wrong, but to say it's
the way I'm saying it may sound like I'm being arrogant and because it's a Man United player. Don't get it twisted. I'll rate Giggs like I'll rate Scholes. I'll rate Van Nistelrooy. I think Van Nistelrooy was just disgusting. He could put it in the era. But you see, Ryan Giggs, the thing that irks me about Man United, they bring up Giggs like Giggs is like the all-worldly winger that's played in the Premier League. Bro, you know he can't hold a candle to Mane or Salah, right? Like, he can't talk to them, man. Giggs was playing in an analog era. We're digital, 4K. Like, Giggs can't play in that era. You man was on a D-pad, fam. We're analog stick now. We move out here.
We can't say it because then we got to negate half the players that played in that era. Then.
But here's the thing, Kai. If I said you Paul Scholes could play today's game, you would say 100%.
But I think Giggs could play in this era.
And do what? What's he doing, fam? All right, tell me what Giggs is doing in a team right now. What's he doing? Tell me.
You're telling me
what's he doing?
You're telling me Giggs couldn't play on the left-hand side of a front three, or he couldn't play on the in a midfield three. You're telling me he couldn't.
It's not saying he can't play, Cal. It's that is he going to play up to the level that people think he's at? High level. He's not. I don't think he is, Cal.
I disagree. I think he's. Don't get me wrong. I do think there are certain sections of Man United fans who overrate him, but I do think he's also very underrated. I think he's saying it a lot.
Again,
Giggs was a quality footballer,
bro. He was, but I don't like it when people shout out Giggs like he's all worldly. When there's certain men that are a lot better than him, in my humble opinion, and that's not me disrespecting him, you know. That's just me saying there's bigger man out there that Giggs cannot talk to.
Fair enough. A-Spec said young Giggs was on smoke. Let's call a spade a spade. That's what I'm saying.
You know, I just thought of another player who never lived up to his potential. Pato.
Yes.
Yeah. But that was injuries, though. Injuries finished him.
I thought I was going to have the new Ronaldo when Pato bust through, you know. And
I thought of another guy, Robinho. Oh, do you know something?
I think Robinho got to a level and then just fell off. I think he
Well,
did get to a level.
But you see, Robinho, you see how we look at Neymar? That's how we should have been looking at Robinho.
But I think for a few
Neymar's more
he did get
talented.
to that level though.
No, Neymar. See, here's the thing. Neymar is more talented than Robinho, but it's not by like a big margin, you know.
No, it is. But Robinho
think it
was
is.
definitely super talented though.
Bro, Robinho.
I think it is. No, I think it is. When it comes to Neymar, I think it's a big.
You think it's a big
between-
gap? Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
it
enough.
is a big.
Fair enough.
It is a big gap.
Fair enough.
It is a big
What
gap.
about
It is.
Freddie Adu in there, man? Freddie Adu.
It's another one, yeah.
Bro, man was 14 and said he's going to be Pele. How can you tell a 14-year-old kid he's going to be Pele? He doesn't even know what he's flipping pajamas he's going to wear to bed, fam. And then take Pele, man, put it in man's head that he's going to be Pele. You know?
Hey, do
Right,
you know
we're gonna
what?
bring
I might sneakily put Neymar in this conversation because I think Neymar should be the best player that ever lived.
No,
No,
because we rate him. It doesn't matter if Cal don't rate him. We rate him.
Dude,
No,
don't
but I
take that
still
back.
think he should have been even levels above what he's at.
And, and if you do like Neymar, that's a great way to segue into. Don't continue up, bro.
I ain't taking the tea up for that. I ain't taking the tea up. I rate
I'm sorry.
Neymar. No,
I'm sorry.
no, I
I'm
do.
sorry.
But I will
sorry.
speak about Stream Locator. I will speak
Indeed.
about Stream Locator happily.
We never miss
streaming.
him. We don't miss.
If you guys want to watch football, boxing, MMA, Netflix from different regions of different countries,
Neymar.
this is the advice for you. Neymar, Mbappe,
Mbappe.
Botman,
Trust
but hopefully in the Premier League in the Liverpool shirt, you can do that with Stream Locator. Click the link in the description. If you want to find out more information now, follow this link, which is streamlocator.com/streaming-services and find out more. That is Stream Locator, people. A fantastic product.
Trust me.
All right, Matt. We're going to take the next caller since you just did me dirty like that.
I'm sorry.
No, you ain't, bro. You're not sorry, bro. You slapped me in the face and then laughed, bro.
Bro, you not slapped me in the face in Navigator. Do you know how I feel? I had to come off screen.
Matt, I tried to.
I had to black out my screen. I had to black out my screen because I saw Drifty's face like this. When you said, this is what you said, Cal. Oh, well, I tried to tell him, you know, like, he wanted it. And I saw Drift was like this. I was like, no, bun you, man.
I tried everything to move you away from the subject of appearances and
bun you, man, innit? No,
you weren't having it, bro. You weren't having it. Next caller is Gabriel United. Gabriel, welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. How are you guys? Good.
Not too bad, thank you, bro.
Yeah. Before I say anything, I just want to big up all three of you because, like, I'm a United fan, but I watch your content whenever I can because, like, I love the chemistry, I love the banter. Like the Pip in distress bit always cracks me up. Always. So, Pip in distress, always. Cal's impression that's so good as well. Yeah. I just wanted to come on to talk about you guys often talk about FSG and the relation between FSG and the fans. And it made me think about like Fergie under the Glazers when he was managing United still. Like if you compare the situation with Klopp with how Fergie was at that time, it's very similar. Like back when the Glazers had Fergie in charge, Fergie had a low net spend actually, but we still won titles, we still won a European Cup. And at that time, the fan base was kind of split. Like half of the fan base was saying, oh, but we're winning titles. What are you complaining about? They're doing a great job. And the other half was like, I think we're winning titles in spite of the Glazers, not because of the Glazers. And then obviously when Fergie retired in 2013, like the Glazers started panicking. They were like, oh, what are we going to do? We don't have a world-class manager at the helm to like keep up competitive, keep us at the top. So we're going to have to spend a shit ton of money. Now, the worry with Liverpool and is that they keep negliging the problems. They keep ignoring the obvious issues. Like the centre-back situation is ridiculous. Like you don't know, I mean, you probably know, but every single fan in the Premier League knows that you need a centre-back. I know it, and it's obvious for me. So So if they keep negliging the squad, and if they keep like backing Klopp half-heartedly, like there'll be a point where Klopp either leaves or that he gets sacked for some terrible reason. And then what'll happen is that, the issues will start to catch up with you. And then look at how long it took us to get back to the top of the Premier League. It took us 7 years. So that's the worry for Liverpool, I think. Yeah.
Thank you. That's a great question, a great point. We're going to discuss that. We're going to move you off. You got a nice little start there. Do you do YouTube yourself or podcasts?
Oh yeah, I was just earlier. I was on. Do you guys know Usman Talks United? I was with them and Big Gunner TV as well. That. Sometimes I'm on the football terrace. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, cool. Cool. I will make sure we check you out then.
Yeah, thank you.
Message us your details and we'll check you up online.
Okay, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. But no, thanks very much, Paulie. We're going to move you off and discuss it.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Take care.
Take care.
Take care, man.
I've been worried about that subject for a very long time.
Big up, Gabriel.
Excellent point.
We've said it so many times that FSG are heavily leaning on Klopp. And you don't want to be disingenuous to the fact that they've been a part of the journey we've been on, because that's disrespectful. But Klopp is the reason why we've been successful. And
100%.
If you look, Cal said it best, if you look at their post-Klopp era, they never really truly did anything of any merit. I know we could have won the league. Yeah, pre-Klopp, sorry. I know we nearly won the league under Brendan, but again, I would still probably give that the credit to Brendan for his coaching and Suarez and Sturridge's amazing link-up. If you actually look at the recruitment under the Brendan era, they did him more than they helped him. They gave him some duds, man. Some real duds.
Brendan bought some of it on himself.
No, but I will say this.
He didn't have any say, Cal, in any of that.
I was going to say, remember, no.
Marini was his side.
I think that was the only one, bro.
No, Joe Allen was as well. Joe Allen. But I will say this, guys.
Joe Allen was a good player, though.
He was, but I will say Xavi drifty.
No, but guys,
he might have gone overboard, but I still think Allen was a good player, though.
You're forgetting. He didn't. I don't think he wanted Ali Sissoko, from what I understand. He didn't really want Victor Moses, but he kind of had no choice. He wanted Ryan Bertrand. He wasn't giving him. He actually didn't want Sacco. Apparently, he wanted Ashley Williams.
Yeah, which was a mad.
No. But what I'm trying to say is this: so even though whether we like that player or not, Brendan had a lot less control. So just right. So even though we got a couple of these players, there was still a lot of players that remember, and I think it's well documented. Balotelli, he did not, bruv. You sign a player, and the first thing you do is go to Steven Gerrard and go, Stevie, today, I got a call from FSG, and he's a wonderful human being, but we're gonna have to sign Mario Balotelli, and we got Joe Allen, but you're gonna play, through the strings and that. But bro, Brendan Rodgers did not want man. You can't do man dirty on the first day and be like, I don't want Balotelli. You can't, bro. That says a lot as well. Look, that's FSG saying, you want a striker? Where you go? Just take Balotelli and do see what you can do with him. That's out of order, bro.
No, I fully agree. I fully agree. Kadir just said did not live up to hype. Ariel Ortega and Pablo Aimar. Great shouts. Aimar was a genius.
No. But you know what? I still think for 2 seasons, Aimar balled out, though. He did.
Yeah,
he did.
They won the league.
Twice.
Okay. Right. He balled out.
Let me do a Guardiola. Twice! Guardiola, in the turtleneck was ripping when he was like, twice!
Hey, I'm never gonna lie. You see, Aimar, don't you lot remember what he did to us?
Bro, you mean when Rafa Benitez came to town with that man there?
He brought us a new one. Like,
that's when we knew that Rafa's the man to bring in it. That's when we knew.
Yeah. No, but you know what, Jim? They were different. They were just on some different crowd. They had like Vicente and was it Mendieta and them man there? They was on some different like
Killy Gonzalez and them man.
Bro, them man, they were different, Remember John Carew and them man?
Yeah. Pain, bro. Pain. John Carew is Sam Allardyce's wet dream, bro. What was he? 6'7", had pace, had strength, and could finish. Sam Allardyce right now is somewhere, bro, doing himself something mad, thinking about John Carew. That is oh my god. I wouldn't even want to be a fly on the wall in that room.
I'm done.
He probably lit candles and everything thinking about John.
I'm done. I'm actually done, you know. I'm done.
Oh boy. No, it does worry me. Dare I say it, if we'll never really know how great FSG are or are not until Klopp goes and Klopp's still there.
I'm sorry. It's what Cal said, you know.
We'll only find out how great or how poor FSG are if they're still here when Klopp leaves.
Yeah.
No.
Well, let's put it like this. They're already showing cracks while Klopp's here. Do you know how scary it is to think about if Klopp wasn't here?
Yeah.
Bro, can you imagine if we had like a manager that wasn't also as experienced as Klopp and he kind of was in a Brendan Rodgers way, like he's up and coming but he's not there yet, bro. We will be in serious trouble. We already know how lucky we are. But the problem is, I don't think FSG know how lucky they are that they have Klopp. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
No, I think they do, bro, and I think they lean on it way too heavy.
They don't.
No,
they don't.
I think they do, bro, and I think they lean.
If you know what you have, you don't take the piss. That's
yeah.
And that's what they're doing, bro.
Bro, come on, man. Come on. You know, sometimes you take things for granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
when you really deep it, yeah. When you were younger, how much did you really appreciate the fact that your mum made a cooked meal every night?
Bro, do you want to know something? That is 100%. But do you want to know something? There'll always be a time when, like, back in the day, I don't know, like, say a man came home from school or something, my mum's playing Xbox 360 or something or whatever. And then, like, I'm eating my dinner. Sorry, I'm playing game. And then my mum will be like, oh, dinner's downstairs. And I'm like, Mum, in a minute, man, I'm playing the game. And then, but when you turn off the game and you go sit down and eat the food, you're like, Mum, this food's nice, you know.
My night, I'll be honest, my night would have ended early if I responded to my mum like
well, maybe I'm telling a different version.
Yeah. I may not have been on this stream today, bro. I gotta be real.
No. It wasn't like that tone. You think I could tell my mum that tone? But what I mean is, I might be like, Mum, I'll be downstairs in a minute. You think I could ever tell my mum I'm playing the game?
This is basically what you would say. You'd be like, all right, I'm coming.
Yeah, but you're still playing the game.
Yeah, you're still playing the game.
I'll be down in a minute, Mum. Down in a minute. But you're still playing the game.
Conroy, shout out to Conroy. Look at Aspas and Alberto now. They are playing well now.
Bro,
right. It's true. They are. They really
Aspas,
are.
Worst corner in history of the Premier League and became an absolute baller for Tottenham.
Didn't he get top goal scorer once?
Bro, I think he's a legend. He's a legend for them.
He is. Joe Kane, you guys should bring on Darren Farley as a guest. We'd love to get Darren Farley.
Oh, his impressions are top, bro. My Brendan Rodgers one, I've never done that before. I don't even know what that even sounded like.
No, do you know what? That was solid, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was solid.
Was it decent?
It was decent. He showed good character.
Man trying it.
Bringing our next guest, Guna Lee. Guna Lee, you there? Oh, Guna Lee.
Connection.
Don't pull an Arsenal, Guna Lee. We bring you on the show and you pull an Arsenal. Don't do this to us.
Guna Lee, can you hear us, bro?
Guna pimp in distress, Lee. Are you there?
All right. Guna, blink twice if Manolo's got you at gunpoint. No, I'm joking. All
right, Lee. There we go.
He's breaking up, though.
Very pixelated, Guna Lee.
Yeah. Guna, if you can hear us, bro, try come back in because you've broken up quite bad, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to go to the next side, Guna Lee, bro.
Yeah. Guna Lee, if you can hear, man, come back in, bro. Come back in. No, big up Guna Lee still because he shows us bare love each and every time, bro.
Next guest, the man, the myth, the legend, Conroy. Welcome, bro.
All right, guys, how we doing?
How you
How's it
doing,
going,
bro?
Good. Honestly, it's 9:15. We've had 2 debates already. It was 1:45 last night, and it's Naby versus Ox round 2. Honestly, it's a bit on Netflix. Honestly, people can't take their eyes off it. You don't know where it's going to go. Unbelievable. I don't even know my question anymore. Forgot it. It doesn't matter. Right. What I was going to say is actually first, that Charisma shout was a really good shout. But I think you have to remember, guys, as well, though, it's like really hard to be a top footballer. And these guys like Charisma, Robinho, they've won a lot of trophies. I think Robinho won 2 La Ligas, Serie A. Charisma, I mean, I think he won a Serie A Champions League winner and a Euros. I mean, I just think it's like there's aliens as Ronaldo and Messi. And I think it's really hard to even get close to that. But Charisma, I forgot about Charisma. What a shout that is. What a player. I think he just got the money and that was him. I think he was very good, but then he just, as soon as he got the cash. My question was, guys, I'll be quick because I know we've got to go on. Recently there was a debate because Rooney's recently retired, and there was a kind of debate on a show discussing if the way he acted off the pitch or maybe certain things he'd done should affect the way he's remembered as a footballer. And I just wanted to ask you, one, if that should play a factor in that, and secondly, but if you have any examples where you think that'd be the case, because I'd say, like, I'm Scottish but you're English, and the most kind of iconic footballer is Paul Gascoigne, who's had more than anything else off the park. I just wanted to get your take on that, because I think it comes down to just ability, and it's like if you're great at that, brilliant, but I don't think you have to. I mean, obviously to a certain extent within a reason, but I do think that was a really good example. They were discussing that, and I just thought I'd ask you. It's a bit off of Liverpool, but I thought it was a good debate. So it was just that. And secondly, do you think we need a cover right back who's ready to play, not a Nico Williams? As much as I like Nico Williams, if Trent's out of form, that right back should be able to step in. And I think we're debating that too much. I think that should be ready because we're with champions of England. I don't think that should be a debate. So that's me, guys. Thanks very much. Cheers.
No, appreciate that,
Pleasure as
bro.
always, comrade. Take care, bro.
Cheers,
Thank
guys.
you, my bro.
To just briefly answer the right back one, I agree, but I like the idea we said earlier of if we get 2 centre backs, Cal, like you were saying, Gomez can be the 5th centre back, and he can also be the right back, and he's a very good right back. And then I think we solved 2 problems in one with that one.
Yeah. Or even someone like Eder Militao. Eder Militao can also play right back.
Yeah, he can play right back as well. Yeah. So
that's a good shout.
Because we're never going to find a right back that can actually play like Trent, so there's no point looking for one.
That's very true. But then, but again, Tsimikas isn't Robbo, right? But I think I know we ever see Tsimikas play like a run of games, so we can't really even say like, he's levels. But I think from what we've seen of him so far, he looks good enough. I think where if he was to play, I think we're okay. I think with Nico, even though Nico's had good games, Nico's had bad games. I think what Conrad was trying to say is that we're still unsure. Like, is he actually going to be the long-term replacement? Where, like when I said to you, man, the other time, I know you, man, might not rate him, but I think he's still better, for example, than Nico, and that's like a Semedo. And not even Semedo. I'd even go Hover, because you see, when I was the only one on this channel, I was really upset about Hover, and I was like, in my opinion, it should have been Nico that should have went and not Hove. But again, do you know what I mean? Things happen. I look at that and think, yeah, do you know what? That right back spot. And remember when I said to you, man, Trent may be in bad form, but do you know something? The fact that he's in bad form and the manager's still not playing somebody else says a lot about our right back. So
I hear that. Yeah. Another great question by Conroy was, should outside influences have a bearing on how players are reflected upon?
It's a weird one, this one. It's a weird one because I think when you become a footballer, you don't want to be a public, you don't want to be a role model, but once you become a public figure, you kind of are, and it's harsh, and it's liberties that you might not want it, but you kind of have to accept it. But I think it depends to what way. Because let me give you an example, but in a different way. You get some comedians who get really grilled for saying controversial stuff. and you get some comedians like one of the GOATs himself, Dave Chappelle, who literally says whatever the hell he wants, and people just laugh, and he just gets away with it, and you can't figure out why. There's another comedian, if they said the exact same thing that Chappelle said, they might even get shut down, but he can get away with it. So somehow I think maybe it's just about how you are as a person, what you do, and you kind of just try and find a balance between it and find what your sweet spot is of who you are. I think it's unfair that Rooney is looked at badly for the mistakes that he made, because I don't think they were that bad. Same like Gascoigne. I mean, he was just a drunk. I don't really think that you can.
No, bro, Gascoigne probably beat up his missus, bro.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he beat up his missus.
But again,
Wayne really cheated on his missus with a prostitute, bro.
No, but you see, the thing is, yeah, infidelity, I still think is an internal between husband and wife thing that I think is very, like, people should just kind of just let them deal with that. It's very easy to just start jumping on someone and go, you don't know if there's truth, lies, what the circumstance with that kind of stuff. So, but if Gascoigne beat his wife, I didn't know he beat his wife, that's different. That's just like a, no, you don't do it. And it's just, you know what I mean?
Sorry to cut you, Josh. I'll tell you what it is. I think for me it is, if we're going to do it with one player, we've got to do it with all of them. We can't just pick and choose who we do it with. And I think that's the problem with what happens within the game now. Like, Gaza, when pundit, and I'm only going to talk about some pundits, when pundits speak about Gaza and even your likes of George Best in a previous time as well, we all know they had their drinking problems and other problems arose from their drinking problems, etc. But they're rarely spoken about when those players are spoken about. They're always spoken about in high regard. Whereas you look at someone like a Balotelli, you hear about all the bad stuff he does before you hear any of the good stuff. So for me, there's got to be more of a balance. If you're going to do it with one player, you've got to be consistent with everyone. So if we're not going to do it with someone, then we can't speak about it with someone else.
But again, I think it also comes down to severity. Because you see, like, for example, like, I don't know, you've got like a Neymar who like, I don't know, like doesn't turn up for PSG because he's flipping celebrating his sister's like birthday and stuff. I think them things, they're minor. But I think when you talk about things like for example, we've had Flanagan, innit? And Flanagan done some nastiness to his missus, innit? Like, you just look at man and think, right, like, man can't rate you like at all. So I think there's a line, I think, just right. I think if you cross that line, and I think we kind of all know what that line is because we're all humans, whether it's violence or assault, you know what I mean? Like certain things like that, especially, I think that's where it's going to cloud your judgment. But I think, like, you know, when you look at things like Jack Wilshere back in the day, seen smoking and barefoot, that's them things that are minor. That's minor, you know. I'm talking about the serious things, like you said, Gascoigne and things like that. I think those things there for me crosses the line. And even though it will not take away what I will remember for him doing on the pitch, I will still have that bit in my mind where I go, oh, bruv, he was sick, but look at my man done. And yes, I can't lie, it will cloud my judgment because you're going to think of everything about that player, especially when they're not playing no more. When they're playing, you just think about when they're playing. But when they're retired, like how my man said, yeah, like Wayne Rooney, I think the stuff that Rooney's done, in my opinion, hasn't crossed that line. In my opinion, it hasn't. I don't think it has.
Agreed.
And just said it again. When the whole like infidelity thing, that's whether, because you might be a man that does them things there to say in certain people's mind, you might just think, right, that's a minor thing. And do you know what I mean? So it's that thin line.
Yeah.
So that's how I see
it. The one thing that's quite mad about the whole kind of situation of, like you're saying, because you look at a situation like John Terry, for example, so which is why Cal made a great point. Everybody still lords over him. He's still held in very high regard. I can't stand it. And there's not one person that ever talks badly about John Terry. He still comes on Sky and talks. He got a job straight away, Aston Villa, all that stuff. For me, there doesn't really get more scummier than being a racist who will sleep with your best friend's wife. I can't really think of anything other than paedophilia and rape that brings you down lower than what he's done. And he's still held in the highest regard. Like, no one says anything bad about John Terry. But then you get like Ashley Cole, who I'm not gonna lie, just got upset that he wasn't offered as much money as he wanted, and then cheated on his wife. A man got dragged through the mud. When I say dragged through the mud, I mean dragged through the mud. So you do look at the situation, you think Cal's right. It's all about keeping the same energy.
No, you're right. Cal's right. Because look at Raheem Sterling. Remember what Raheem Sterling went through? Man got a
still going through.
And I'll leave it there because it's just gonna get. It's gonna
we see what the common denominator is there. Unfortunately, we're not gonna speak.
Yeah, I'm trying to say there's certain man get it bad. Look at Giggs. Remember I was talking about Giggs. What did Giggs do? Did they talk about that, bro?
That's as low as it gets. I'll be real with you. That's as low as it gets,
bro.
I'm speaking as a man who's got a wife, and I'm extreme. Like my brother was my best man at my wedding. Like it don't get much close to me and my brother. I couldn't even fathom that. Like I can't even fathom that. Me and my brother could be enemies, and I still couldn't even think of doing that.
There you go.
And that's never mentioned.
And you know what made it worse with Giggs? It wasn't a one-off slip that kind of made it 10 years.
But look.
Let's move on. No, Drift, trust me. I know. Trust me, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's their legend, though. That's them, man. That's not our man. That's them, man. There, you know.
Khalil Hassan, how much do you think we get Neto, Aor, Konate, Botman for in the summer? Plus, I think Jota can be first choice number 9.
Khalil, are you looking to sell Van Dijk, Salah, and Mane, bro?
We definitely get all of
pulling them kind of peas out the bag without selling our best players.
Bro, we'd have to flipping sell Anfield, fam, to buy them.
Do you guys agree with Jota being our first choice 9 though? What about Jota as a first choice 9?
I think
Jota, did you say?
Yeah.
I see. The thing is Jota a number 9 though, or is he just like he's good at being a 9?
He's a forward. He's just a forward.
Yeah. Do you know what? I don't mind him playing there though, because we got to give him a chance. Maybe we might find in the long term that he should be the number 9, but I think it's a bit early to say because it's frustrating. We haven't seen enough of him to kind of go that is his best position, because we've seen Jota when he scored the hat-trick against Atlanta, he played for the middle, but then in other games where he scored important goals, he's been on the left-hand side. So
yeah,
Jota's a bad boy.
I don't want Jota playing as a striker out and out. That's his role, but he's very capable if we need him for a certain period of time or something.
Well said. Yeah.
Dado 1, I think you guys should set up a Patreon account and talk about other topics that you can't talk about on YouTube. I'm backing you all the way, my brothers. We'll think about it. Got to bring in the next caller. Hopefully we're good this time. There we go.
Working?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. You're there now. You're there now.
I see my name try and jump on me with my wife. Like, I'm like, Dubai, baby, relax, you man. listen, Gifty, and Callum, yeah. The other day, like you lot on the other stream, like you lot cracked me up with the contents pages and that, man. That was too funny with the analogies.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, that was an enjoyable episode.
Listen, that killed me. But I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. My first question is, where would you lot rate this Liverpool team if you lot finish 3rd or possibly 4th? Bearing in mind, obviously, you just won the league last season. I just want to know what you lot kind of think about this team and sort of like the sort of legacy of this team moving forward.
As in legacy amongst Liverpool teams or legacy amongst Premier League
general,
winners?
like in the Premier League,
past winners.
All right,
we only talk about winners, man. Come on, man. But anyway,
we're gonna ask that question. Guna Lee, it's a pleasure, bruv. Make sure you do a job this weekend for us. Please.
Listen, you lot did us a favor, smashing Spurs. So
all right.
Take Mustafi, innit? Come on, man. Take that Mustafi.
No. But just beat Man United. Love Mustafi,
Listen, I've got you, man. Always love.
Right, love her,
bro. Take it.
Another great question.
You know what? If we finish 3rd or 4th, I would.
Where do we rate, fam?
You see, here's the difference. We have to put it in context. I know a lot of rivals do want to banter us.
I know you're gonna say. Yeah, I know you're gonna say.
I was saying to Cal earlier on when, because Matt, obviously when we filmed earlier, just as me and Cal sat down to do the preview, I had Sky Sports on in the background, and it had a picture of Van Dijk, Gomez, Fabinho, and Matip with big X's through all of them, bruv. Yeah.
It was wild, yeah.
And I was sitting there and I was like, Cal, if you could see the picture I'm seeing right now, it might make you bust a tear because I feel like crying, but we're going live in 2 seconds. And I think that context has to be put into the situation of how we look at the season if we do finish lower than we obviously wanted to, because I've never in the history of the Premier League seen any team have all 4 centre-backs out. And let's not talk about at periods through the season or here or there. I mean, all season-ending injuries, they won't be back. We won't see you till next year. It's madness what's happened to us this year. It's actually madness. Like, you can't even comprehend. Like, it's almost fake. It's almost like it's not real. Like, they're lying to us. Like, they just create the scenario because we're really making a documentary and it'll make good TV for the future. Like, it's mad. It's like, how is this really happening to us right now?
It's, you said it best. I think you said it best. I think it's hard to compare because I can't think of, as you said, another Premier League team where they won the league and they had this amount of injuries. And we've just been hit by injuries like no other, and it's all in the same department. It's not like we, like, I don't know, we lost Van Dijk, we lost Henderson, and we lost Mane at all different points of the season. As you said, like 3 of them are pretty much been out for the season. 2 of them are 100%, Van Dijk and Gomez, and Matip's been in and out of the team. You lose your next centre-back, Fabinho. It's like we've never seen that. And it's hard to judge because I think as Liverpool fans, I wouldn't say cocky, but we're confident knowing that if those players we just mentioned, even if 2 of them were fit for the whole season, I think you would see a different Liverpool.
Season.
And we've already seen that. We know it from the way how we would play, having natural centre-backs at the back. So maybe take Fabinho out, but put in at least Matip and Van Dijk. Come on. You cannot tell me Liverpool aren't doing a lot. We'll be doing a lot. Well, tell you, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm going to bring in our next caller, right, guys? M to the O. Can you hear us, M to the O?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, all good, man. How you lot doing?
Good, thank you, bro.
Bless, man.
Firstly, I just want to say big up, man. You guys are getting a lot of people through lockdown. It's a rough time, but watching your shows and stuff, getting a lot of people through some bad times. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, bless, bro.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, man.
No problem. I just want to touch on. There's a couple of things I want to touch on, so I'll be really quick. Firstly, in terms of the players you were talking about before, like old school ballers and I've got one name that the guy was so elite, right? But I just feel like he could have been in a better team and been better. Riquelme. Yeah.
Riquelme.
You know what? The best name in football ever. Juan Riquelme. Hey.
One from man.
And you know the guy's sick when you have to say Juan, not like Juan.
You know,
trust me.
But I just want to touch on that. But my actual point was, my mum's part German, so I've always watched German football a lot and whatnot. And when Klopp was doing really well at Dortmund, like Dortmund's always been my team in Germany and whatnot. And when Klopp, when things went downhill for Klopp at Dortmund, reports were always coming out about. He was saying to the board, like, you're not understanding the proportion of players that don't make it. You're giving me high potential players. I'm getting them to their peak ability, and then you're letting them go to our biggest rivals. And he felt like that was the downfall. And I'm just thinking, I know that's not happening at Liverpool, but the fact that obviously things went downhill and then he left there due to not feeling backed by the board. I feel like with Liverpool, similar things happening, but in a different way. We're not losing our big players to other teams, but I feel like this month, has tarnished the relationship between Klopp and the board to the point where I fear that Klopp will feel quite disrespected. The fact that FSG have actually attempted to put him in a position where he's actually being made to look like a bad coach when he's the best coach in the world, but they're not giving him the tools to get through a difficult time. And I just want to get your opinions on that.
I think that's a great point. M to the O. We're going to let you go,
great,
but that's a phenomenal point, and we're going to move on, and we're going to speak
Appreciate
about
it.
that
Thank you
right
very
now.
much, guys.
No, thank you, bro.
No,
Thank
you,
you,
man.
bro.
Thank you, man.
I've got a little analogy for you, like if you want me to run it to
I do. Let me just read these super chats, and then we're going to speak about, because I think that's something a really good points that M to the O made. So Sam Max Legends AS, it's a curse from the Irish kid, the United fan who rode to Klopp. He needs detention. Enough said, bro. He needs detention.
He needs detention, you know.
Man. Khalil Hassan, 15 mil for Shaq and Matip, 30 for Naby, 20 for Ox, Origi, Wilson, Gruich, 5 for Ojo and Karius, 1 for Awanini, 160 mil for them. Get OR for 60 mil, Botman for 25, Neto for 45, and Konate if we are serious. In a dream world, you're good. There's no way we get some of those fees for some of those players.
Yeah, Matip, probably 15 might be a bit high with his age and injury record. I don't even think we could get 20 for Ox, you know, after his injury record either.
I think we could. English tax, I think we could.
Maybe.
I think we can get 30 for Naby. I think we could get more than 30 for Naby, if I'm going to be honest.
I don't. German clubs don't really spend a lot of money, and I only think Germany's the place he could go back to be honest.
I think he could go Italy. Gruich, we get more than 5 mil for Gruich. We get more than 5 mil for Wilson. We get more than 5 mil for Origi. We probably get around 5 for Ojo and probably about 2 mil for Karius, if I'm going to be honest. And 1 for Awanini. I don't think Awar will cost 60 mil this summer, whoever he goes to.
Shouldn't do. Like more like 45.
Botman, maybe around the right price, maybe slightly cheaper, maybe 20 mil. Neto, I think you're looking at about 20 mil extra on that 45. I think you're looking at around 65 that Wolves will want minimum.
You think?
Yeah.
Flipping hell, bro.
Right, look, remember, Jota was their backup winger effectively last season. They got 45 through.
Well, I wouldn't say it was.
His rotation. Neto is their best winger and their most the winger they play the most. Remember how much they wanted for Adama Traore in the summer?
True.
Neto ain't gonna go 45.
Do you know what? I would say right now it's between Neto and Podence, but I don't even know whether Podence is an out-and-out winger or whether he's a 10. But I like Podence. I think Podence is serious.
Podence is quality.
But you're right, though. Yeah, you're probably right. Still get some piece.
Chazwi, Liverpool need to raid league. Every other team than PSG in the mud with the TV deal. Hard for them to negotiate. Maybe they're doing that with Botman.
I'm hoping they get Botman.
All right, so let's speak about what M to the O was saying in terms of Klopp's frustration potentially with FSG and where that could lead to. It's all of our fears on the channel. We've expressed it both personally and on the stream that we fear that FSG could force Klopp to walk because of what's happening. One thing I will say that's not happening in Dortmund, we're not selling all of our top players like they were. Like, if this was Dortmund, we would have already sold Mane, Salah, Firmino, and all those players. We haven't done that. We've actually kept those players. However, Klopp's not been backed to the level he should have been backed, in my opinion. Do you think this month has increased his frustration? Well, not his frustration. Do you think it's increased the chance of him potentially walking away from the club sooner than his contract ends in 2024?
Let me give you my little quick analogy.
Yes, go for the analogy. Drew.
Came into my head, right? This month is the equivalent of the second year in a row that you forgot on your anniversary. And the first year, you promised you'd never do it again. Yeah. And she reminded you that year as well. She said, the day before, what are we doing tomorrow? And she saw the look in your eyes and realized you'd forgotten. And you had to just do some quick makeshift thing, but that it was a crap anniversary. That was Sepp and Adrian, yeah, that summer when they did that. That was that crap anniversary because you forgot, right? And you promised you'd never do it again. Yeah, that's what you said. And then this January window now, it's come round again, but this time she ain't saying nothing. And that's Klopp not saying nothing and just watching and thinking, this motherfucker's forgotten again. He's forgotten again. I ain't going to say nothing until the day comes now. I'm not even going to give a little heads up. So right now, Klopp's looking and there's 3 days left.
The disappointment,
I ain't even going to say nothing, you know. I'm just going to wait and see what I go on. I'm just going to wait and see. And I am very worried that as a woman will tear you to shreds for forgetting for the 2nd year in a row. If this window shuts and they don't get Klopp something, he's going to let us know. And it's going to be very clear that he has a serious problem with what's going on at Liverpool. I genuinely believe that. I can see all the little cracks already that if they do him dirty like this, I said, guys, he might walk in the summer, you know. He might walk. He might actually say, so I brought you all of that. I brought you a Champions League. I brought you the first title in 30 years. I mean, not them because they ain't been in charge the whole time, but I delivered Liverpool, the club you own, so you're meant to love them, right? And let's not even get to it for a second. Klopp loves Liverpool 100 times more than FSG do, and they own the club. And Klopp loves us 100 times more than they do.
Yeah. Fact.
And he's like, so I did all of that. And then you're going to make me look like a bum the following season by not seeing I'm in a bit of a predicament. Like, basically, right now, do you know what this is, you, man? This is like you're walking down the street, yeah, and you see your brethren getting rushed. And before you know it, he's clocked you. So you didn't even get to pretend you didn't even see him getting rushed. And you still jump on the bus.
Boy, well,
man's getting rushed, you know, and you get on the bus. You don't help, you get on the bus, rude boy. Right now, FSG have got their hand out, bro. They're looking to get on the bus. Furthermore, it's an old school 159. And them man are just chipping after it to jump on it at the traffic lights, rude boy. They didn't even get on at the bus stop. You get what I'm saying?
159.
Shout out to all the old school man who know that Streatham through Brixton down to Kennington. Shout out man who know about that old school, bro.
We know.
Don't even get it twisted, yeah. These lot are pushing Klopp to the limit of his patience, of his loyalty, of all of that. And I'm scared, man.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
I'm
not gonna lie, I'm scared. You're married. We've all got a missus who we love, but you're married, bro. Were you coming home for the 2nd time in a row when you forgot the anniversary?
I'm not coming home the first time, bro. Come home without some sort of explanation. Like, I don't know. I lost a limb. Like, no.
Innit? Like, if you can breathe, what, like, bro?
Yeah.
You just come with something.
Indeed, Dado one wouldn't get 4p for that keeper that cost us in the Champions League. That sounds like something Drifty would say. But we're gonna bring on our next caller. Can you hear us? Big Bucks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can hear you.
How you doing, bro?
How you doing, bro?
What's going on?
But listen, I'm a Chelsea fan, innit? And
okay,
bro, when I tell you, on Monday morning when I woke up and I saw this guy cut, bro, I was so happy. Lampard. I swear, bro. Listen, yeah, this man put me on football for months. Like, honestly, I hate him, bro. He's gone. But anyway,
I hear the passion. Go for it, bro.
Listen, yeah, I like you guys, and you lot are good people. But you see, you Liverpool fans, yeah, where's arrogance come from?
Where's what, sir?
What's that again?
Like, you lot are bare confident now, bro. I swear to God, yeah. Listen, yeah, 5 years ago, it's so hard to find a Liverpool fan. Now everyone's Liverpool. I'm like, oh.
Whoa, let me stop you there.
What?
5 years ago, we were out here. We've always been out here. 15 years ago. No. 15 years ago, your club wasn't in existence, bro.
Yes, it was.
Sorry. All right. 17 years ago, your club wasn't in existence.
But listen, I don't care.
Or should I say 18? 18 if I'm going to be super accurate.
Callum. I've seen my team win everything. I'm happy, bro. Like, I've seen us win everything in it, so I'm calm. You went You guys won 3 trophies in 15 years, bruv. Ugh.
Okay, so how long was it between you winning your Premier League title and your previous League Cup?
That's not the
No, I'm just asking. Was it 54 years? Because that's 24 more years than when we last won.
54. It's not 54. It's 50.
No, it was 54.
Is it? No, it's 54.
Yeah.
No, I said,
I'm teaching you about your club because you did support them before 2003.
Wow. Wow.
Naji. Is it? But anyway. Nah, but listen.
Pee on me.
If you're gonna come on the Liverpool channel with this, you're gonna get smoked, bro. You're gonna get smoked.
Nah, good win. But no, but listen.
All right.
Nah, man. Like I'm just saying, you lot are finished. You don't want to finish top 2. Yeah, your owners are not going to make no money. Your defense is dead. Listen, okay. I can't wait. In May. I'm gonna come and have fun, bro.
No, hold on. I got this, lads. I got this. When was the last time Chelsea beat us in the league game?
2018.
2018. What was the score in that game?
It was 1-0 Giroud header.
Giroud header. Are you sure about that?
That's what I said. It was. Yeah, it was.
I'm asking you. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's 2018?
Check yourself.
No, you're telling me, bro, because I don't think you're correct.
I swear to God, it's 2017-2018 season. It was in May.
I don't think you're correct.
Bro, search up.
Because Giroud in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, was still at Arsenal.
No, you never. He came in that January.
Are you sure?
Yeah, bro.
Because I don't remember you beating us for a little while. Because this season we came to Stamford Bridge and we spanked you.
No.
Last season we beat you home and away like that, like the program that used to be on Channel 5.
Being FA Cup. FA Cup.
So it's the FA Cup. Okay, but I'm talking about league. I did ask league.
He did say league.
Yeah, you beat us.
You beat the reserves, brother. You beat the reserves. Come on, man.
All right. And then what I will further ask you, you say our defense is dead. Is your defense conceded more goals than us this season?
Yeah, but that's in recent weeks though. Like you can't really do that.
No, that wasn't the question.
No, but
I
he's
said this
asking.
season. Have you conceded more goals than us this season in the league?
Yeah, by 1. Yeah, whatever, by 1.
All right, and also, sorry, Cal. Let me just quickly sorry, Big Bud, just quick question.
Yes,
yeah?
Matt.
Who's your record signing for Chelsea of all time?
Who's yours?
No, ask the question, bro. Answer the question. Who's your record signing?
I need to call my lawyer, bro.
Yeah, you do that.
I'm just asking a question, you know. I'm asking a question.
Big Bucks, thanks very much for joining the call. Hope you don't hurt them lungs with all the smoke you got. All
right, big up Sir Havertz as well. Big up Sir Havertz, my brother. Big up Sir Havertz. Love, G.
All jokes aside, thank you very much.
All jokes, though. No, it's all jokes, bro. Take it easy, man.
Nah, love, bro.
Easy.
No, man said, I hope you're all right with all that smoke you took, you know.
Man said he better call his lawyer when asked about Shy Havertz. But no, big up.
Quickly super chat. So Dado, when talking fast like that, you got to make the call before the prison warden touches him on the shoulder. Get back to his cell.
Man said he got to call his lawyer, you know? That's what you know. That's what you know.
Oh, that is jokes. Next caller, we're gonna go through these callers quick. Hey, here he is, Mr. PS5. Mr. PS5.
Mr. PS5, you
know. How you doing,
Cal? I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
Not too bad, bro.
Bless, man.
Cal, what's this? What was that mean?
That's the sample vibe, bro. That's the sample vibe. That's the
Brazil.
Vibe. Yeah.
I'll believe him as well, you know, because he's been salsa lessons, so he knows what he's talking about, bro.
Quickly before I ask my question and bounce, Drifty with your Naby, man. You know what? I've got an analogy for you in it between you and Naby. Naby, yeah, Naby's like that. For you, is like that, you know, that chick that you used to watch on magazines, and you was like, yeah, she's buff, this tit. Then it drops a couple of years later, you find out she was a bruh, fam. And you will never forgive him. You don't want to forgive him for that, right? And so you don't want to forgive me. You're like, nah, don't talk to me about Naby, bro.
I'm finished. I'm done.
Either way, Naby's moving mad still.
I'm finished.
Quick question for you.
Yeah, G. Go on, G.
Why do you think like the Brazilian players, the talent has dried up from the 90s, the 80s? I think there was like a time where like Brazilians were like they're producing players after players that were like iconic, and now it's like people like what's his name, Arthur, like nothing fanciful players like that. But what's you guys' opinions on why is that dried up?
Interesting question. No, Beats, so if you're going to move you on, we're going to answer the question now, but we're going to move you on and that. But obviously, we'll chat obviously offline and all that. I saw you backing me against KJ today. I appreciate that still.
Anytime, bring me on, man.
Appreciate it. Enough love, bro. Thanks for waiting.
Thank you.
You know what? That's an interesting question. I've never.
Let me just read out these super chats really quick. Shout out to Aaron. Aaron's a Chelsea fan himself, and he said Chelsea fan got smoked. They don't won. My brother nerd beats. LOL. Gandriff, what are you gonna say, bro?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Because what I think it is, I think it just goes back to one of Matt's favorite sayings, which is football goes in cycles, and I think it probably just comes down to that very same thing where you've got a lot of countries like Germany, for example, they always produce super ballers. And it's not like they don't have good players now, but you remember that dry spell they went through where they had no good players in their team.
Yeah.
And then look at the French team now. They had the 98, 2000, like where they were just amazing, won it. Then they had that dry spell. If you look at their team now, it's impeccable.
Crazy.
You couldn't pick a better group of players if you actually like handpick them. Now that French team is ridiculous.
Team is nuts, bro.
So I feel like Brazil's just going through a bad cycle. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this might just be the moment where they've got to come out the limelight for a little while, and eventually they will come back. And one of the other things that I was thinking as well, do you think it could have something to do with, because Brazilians are naturally always the best footballers in general? I know I'm really generalizing, but if somebody said to me, who produces the best footballers, I would say Brazil. No disrespect to anyone else, I would just say Brazil. Do you think because of that, a lot of teams who always want to be the one who has the next Brazilian kind of take advantage of trying to bring their players over young? Maybe they don't learn the Brazilian way as much as they used to because they don't play in their own country for as long. And maybe you're always wanting to get that new Brazilian, so you don't take the best ones. You take ones who might have been good, or you know what I mean? And then they don't quite. So all the Brazilians that have come to Europe are ones who shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Because you're just trying to go and quickly be the one who gets the next kind of Neymar or whatever. I don't know. That might be it, because you get a lot of Brazilians that go to like Brighton and all that now and stuff.
Yeah, I think for me, you hit the nail in the head. I think it's more to do with, I don't think they spend enough time in Brazil and just learning their trade and playing with freedom. Because what you find a lot of in today's days this year, how many Brazilians do we know always go to, say, for example, Shakhtar Donetsk? It's like, that's like the next step. Yeah. Shakhtar then has them for like 2-3 seasons, and then Shakhtar sells them on. And I kind of feel like Shakhtar takes them maybe just that little bit too early. And I kind of feel like, because think about it, Neymar was at Santos for a long time, you know, for a while. And he learned his trade. Then he went to Barcelona when he was ready. He didn't go Shakhtar. Do you know what I mean? And they might take things out of your game and basically try and make you the player they want you to be, not what you want to be. You can tell Neymar's the player that he wanted to be. He didn't go to another team where they kind of maybe try to water him down and cut things out of his game to make him more, I don't know, more, not marketable, but he's that kind of perfect footballer. Neymar was just like, I am who I am, innit? If you don't like me, then don't take me. Barcelona was like, we love some of you, bro. We'll take you. And I think that's where it stems from, bro. Because you look at some of the players in today's age, no disrespect to these players when I say this either, but if I said to you, Drift, back in the day, you had like both Janinios who were absolutely stupid, yeah? And then I said to you, Fred. Fred.
It's bad. It's bad.
Do you know what I mean? There's a big like, bro, come on.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get the next caller on. Yusuf. Yusuf, can you hear us? You're on mute, Yusuf.
Yo, can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Bro. How you doing?
What's going on, bro?
What's up, boys?
How you doing, man?
Good.
What's going on, bro?
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no bad. No worries. I got a Liverpool related question, and then I'll do one like top 6 related question.
Go for it.
Cool. Liverpool question. Which attack do you think was better? Suarez, Sturridge, Sterling at their peak, or Salah, Mane, Firmino? And you know what? You could include Coutinho in both as well, because he had a spell with both of them too. Like the 2017-18 first half. And then
yeah.
And then just a general question, like last season, our team, like I'm talking like before Watford, like when we were actually on it, the mentality monsters, that team, where does it rank in best all-time Premier League teams? Where do you think?
Can I answer the second question first?
Go ahead.
I think that team finishes. I think Manchester City's Centurion team is the best Premier League team for one season, in my opinion.
I'd agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I may actually go Liverpool second, just based off a one Premier League season. I think Liverpool's second. We finished on 99 points.
Yeah,
lost 2 games all season. I think a close one to Liverpool is Chelsea's 2004-05.
2005, yeah.
Yeah, they finished on 94 points, if I'm not mistaken, and only lost 1 game all season.
Yeah.
And they conceded the fewest goals in Premier League history.
Yeah, it was something like it was less than like 15, something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Crazy,
but we're going to take you off, Yusuf, and then we're going to answer your first question, which is a tough one. But no, much appreciated. We got your video come through as well for the review, so thanks for that as well, bro.
Yeah, no worries, boys. Take care.
All right, you too.
Take care, bro.
You know what always makes me really struggle with trying to think about which one of those 2 strike forces I like the most is I always get split on a personal level between Mane being in one, who's arguably my favourite all-time Liverpool player behind Steven Gerrard, and then Suarez, who, remember I told you, look, the other day I was re-watching that season, and I just thought to myself, we're never ever going to get another player like Suarez in our team, He was just different gravy. It was ridiculous. It was actually ridiculous. I feel like because the moment is past, we forget just what he was. But I'm not going to lie. If you go back and watch that season again, he was ridiculous.
Yeah.
He was a one-man wrecking machine. Like, you know what he was? He was actually like them people in the music videos, and they're like, Dynamite, and they've just got the pit bull on the lead. He was the pit bull on the lead, bruv. I'm telling you, bruv. And they just ready to go. Like, he just like, and if you let him off, everyone's getting
done.
Everyone's done. If you let him off,
the thing
you know
is,
what's so mad?
Go on, Matt.
This is what's so hard. Okay, so all right, the Suarez, Sturridge, and Sterling may potentially be more talented. Yeah, but the problem is that they're playing in different setups. So, like, this is the way how I look at it. This is the best way to look at it.
Oh, do you know about that? I don't know about talented, No,
bro. All right, let me ask you this.
They are, Drew.
Let me ask you this. Who's more talented than Suarez out of them 3? In your opinion, who is? I don't think any of them were more talented than Suarez. Yeah.
But Sturridge and Sterling, again, it's no shade because they are great players. But I definitely think that, as an example, Firmino is more talented than Sterling.
No, agreed.
But
Sturridge is more talented, in my opinion, than Salah. Even though Salah's a better player.
I agree with that as well.
I think Mane's more talented than Sturridge.
Nah.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
I do personally.
I don't. Do you know what it is? It's close, but I just think, you know what it is? Mane's just more destructive. He's just destructive, bro. Like, Mane's like...
This is not saying better players, Drift. More talent.
Yeah, not better, just talent.
No. I know. I think out of all of those players there, it's Suarez then Mane in terms of raw talent. If you wanted me to put the Liverpool was at the top
the talent. This is let me put that this, Drift. This is the best way to think about it, yeah? Arguably, not even arguably, Klopp is the better manager out of the two areas, yeah, in terms of the Rodgers and obviously whatever. Yeah. Well, it's only Rodgers, right? Put Suarez, Sturridge, and Sterling in this Klopp team right now. Would they do better than what Mane, Salah, and Firmino are doing?
If I'm going to be, and again, I hate to
everyone's at their peak. Everyone's at their peak, by the way. So there's no cheating. Everyone's at their peak. Everyone's at their peak.
I feel so bad to do this to Studge because Studge is my guy.
No,
but
you
if
can't.
I'm doing a combination of all
one
of
season
to figure out what I want, I'm going Salah, Mane, Suarez. So for me, if that's what I would go with, then the guys who I'm leaving out can't be as talented as the guys I'm putting in.
But I don't think you're leaving Sturridge out because of the talent. I think you're leaving them out because Salah's performances have been.
Yeah, you're thinking about the bro. Just talent. Just if I said to you, just like, just if I said to you,
are you not? Salah is talented, you know.
Oh,
no,
I know,
bro. I'm not saying.
Sturridge.
No, of course he is. The Studge. Fam.
All right, you know what it is, yeah.
But these Studge.
By the way, Drift, I actually agree that if we're doing a combined front three, that would be my front three as well. But in just terms of raw talent, I think Sturridge
raw talent, yeah, because that would be my three.
Than Salah.
Oh, of course, but bro,
you know, it is tough because you don't know how much I love Sturridge. It is tough. It's very tough. I don't even want to have to do it, to be honest with you. It's just one of them ones, isn't it?
I would go
Sturridge
13,
chips
14.
a goalkeeper.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, I'd go 13, 14.
I think there might be slightly more time, but it's like the slightest little thing still.
All right,
Sturridge is just a.
And no, this is no shakeout. I feel like when I'm making the assessment on this, Sterling is the one I'm iffy about from 13, 14, and Firmino's the one I'm iffy about from now.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same.
That's fair though.
That's fact.
That's what makes it hard. So it's like 2 against 2 in it. It's like Suarez and Sturridge versus Mane and Salah for talent wise.
Oh, glitching a bit, Drew.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna bring in our last caller. We're gonna bring in
yeah. Because I'm on 5, Carl. I'm on 5.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm on 5.
Our final caller. It's a familiar face.
Why?
The myth, the legend, Jamaica stand-up.
Right. What's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
Good.
What's going on, bro? What's going on, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's a great show, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, bro.
Thank you.
So,
how you keeping?
I'm doing good, man. But I am a German supporter, right? Mustafi win the World Cup at Germany 2014. Excellent player. I think he played a couple games in that tournament. And when you see some of these ministers like Mustafi, Arsenal fans, I think the reason why no Liverpool fans want to take him at the club, I think it's just the muster where we as Liverpool fans give Arsenal about Mustafi. I think in this Liverpool team currently, in better than the 2 young centre-back we have right now. We're crying out for a centre-back. We said, okay, FSG not eager to get someone on loan, and we're getting Mustafi, and we're crying. We're crying, and we're getting Mustafi. We should have been crying. I believe Klopp can work in magic. We can trust Klopp. since Klopp come at Liverpool, him improve every single Liverpool player. From Lallana go right down, he improve. And we're crying out for a centre back. Remember, we don't have no one fit right at this moment. I see Nap Philip come on yesterday, and I'm telling you, man, this is the reason why Klopp don't want to play him. Bloom, get a yellow card as him come on.
Straight away, you know. Straight away, yeah.
I hear you, Ryan. I hear you, but has Klopp got enough time to get Mustafi up to speed quick enough to what we need in the time? Because remember, all the players you mentioned who improved, he's had time with those players, and we've had time as a club.
And as well, Ryan, what you got to remember is Mustafi hasn't even been playing, so it's not even like he's at least at match fit, as Carl said. So that means we've got to work on his conditioning, get him up to a certain level. And even though I think you're right in a sense of Klopp can improve him, but when we say improve him, will it be improved enough though, right? Well, we can sit back and go, he's all right, you know.
It's 6-month contract. We give him a 6-month contract. So we're going to test his ability, see how good him is. We're going to give him a 6-month contract. I remember, you know, we're going to have Jordan and Fabi, you know, and Thiago in the midfield for shield that back line. So he's not going to have a lot of exposure like how him exposed at Arsenal. Just think about it. Just think about it.
No, true. You made a valid point. That's true.
Yeah.
I just worried though because of, and maybe you're right. Maybe it's because I keep thinking about Arsenal, Mustafi. I think about how Arsenal play defensively and how they get exposed. Whereas, as you said, yeah, in 2014, he was all right. I wouldn't say he was amazing. He was all right.
He was excellent at Valencia too.
He was good at Valencia, but so
he was good at Valencia. But so Otamendi, I was going to say, to the words out my mouth. Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you, I'm not have any more trust in these two youngsters. Trust me. I see enough. I was crying out for Naby Philip play, but see him come on against Tottenham. I was worrying, especially when Tottenham go 2-1. I'm not happy. I want us to even get Mustafi, and 6 months is free. Put him in there, he can't do much worse than the two youngsters we have. Remember, you know.
Yeah, right. Remember, we play a high line. Remember, right? We play high line. We played a high line.
Man, I'm gonna send you a video, yeah, and I'm gonna show you what this brother's about, bro. And then we'll talk, bro.
No, seriously, Jeff. I believe if we get Mustafi, but man, we can have a great chance. Trust me, I believe that. Man City,
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't see enough about man. I see YouTube, and you know, YouTube they're going to put the best clippings and all of them stuff there. But Mustafi, I see enough because I am a German supporter. I really want to see an ex-German player at the football club. Because from Emichan leave, would you guys step back Emichan?
Yeah.
Right now to play a centre
right now, Emichan could play centre back. In an emergency situation. Remember, it's cool. Yeah, you would, bro. You would, trust me.
Okay, guys, I know the show is long, nearly 2 hours. I got 3. Man like man, listen to me. I'm going to tell you this about Naby Keita.
Go on.
Seriously.
Do your best, go on.
Brother, use the most Gifty. I have a company, right? Jamaica's Boilers. Gifty is the most expensive worker in the company. And Gifty come in work 1 time out of the week, 2 times out of the month, 3 times out of the month. And he's the most expensive worker. Him health-wise is not good enough. You don't think I want to move on, Gifty? It's 3, you know, waiting on Naby Keita to come good, you know. We pay 50. I know the biggest thing to him get my ball and number 8, Stevie Gerrard.
No, let's not talk about numbers. That's unfair.
Bro,
that's unfair.
He have too many injuries, man. Joel Matip, they need to leave. Axe, we need the squad to improve. We're tired of these guys getting injured and getting a lot of money.
Facts.
Listen. I'll say this, yeah, because my battery's gonna go. But I'll say this before if I get cut off, yeah. Naby Keita, I've already said, if he can't get fit before the end of the season and show me something, he can go. I've already said that.
Listen, he will not get
but
fit.
I'm giving him to the end of the season. I'm not gonna write him off yet. I'm giving him to the end of the season.
He will not get fit, bro. I give away my Navigator jersey already. I done it him, bro.
Oh wow!
1 year I was waiting on this guy. 1 year.
Wow! You giving away the jersey?
I give away the jersey already. I done it him, man. Too many injuries,
Ryan, bro. I expect better from you, man.
Trust me, man like Matt, I put my life on the block for this guy. Navigator. Too many injuries, bro.
How do you think I feel? Every week I got. How do you think I feel? Every week this man can't stay fit. But do you want to know something? And Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong. When Naby Keita does play, do you feel like he makes a difference? Because I think he does in the way how we play, you know. In Europe, or you don't think he doesn't do anything? You don't think? Nah.
Listen, I think Ox done more than what Navigator done.
Right. Fair enough.
Because when I look at it, Navigator, he play a few games after the Premier League restart. Good, we win the league. Some people that say it matter. To me, it matter. I was excited for Navigator. I must say, okay, yes. You know what hurt me? Every time we need him is not there.
I hear you.
Every time we need Gifty to fix the plumbing in the company, him is not here. The boss are gonna get mad and pissed off, and these guys who on the FSG need to leave. They don't love the club, Regine. They need to leave. You can't have one of the greatest Liverpool manager. The man has Rocklin and see Jurgen Klopp. The man asking for a centre back. The man say he not going to be one of these kids where not get what he want, and he crying like a school baby. They need to give the man what he need. This man has bring we back on top, bro. This man make me can walk with my chest up. This man make me stop that painkiller. Stop get painkiller. Trust me. This man, I'm telling you, this man Jurgen Klopp, stop make my wife pop me in my back after Liverpool game. I'm serious.
That's facts.
Yesterday my wife said to one of my best friend, listen, my husband happy right now. I live Liverpool. I don't know if I try to get more mature and I deal with things much more better. And sometimes if you go look back on my video when Liverpool losing, like the Ryan is coming back because I don't used to this. I don't used to it. And as I said, when I start my YouTube channel, I don't know how to angle with lose. You understand? I don't used to it.
I hear you.
So they need to help and give Klopp what he need. Mustafi, I would take him because I think him better the two youngsters we have right now. You know? And if Fabinho get injured there, too many games.
I hear that.
I hear you. All right, we're gonna have to wrap up there, bro. We're gonna have to wrap up there because battery's dying.
Battery's done, fam. I'm over 1%.
I'm feeling the drip right now. I'm feeling the drip, bro.
I'm telling you, man. Trust me, bro. Trust me. I'm Jiff. I get every single Liverpool jersey this season. This is the only thing I spend my money because the kids, wife and kids get back everything. So when it come on, I want to have the latest Liverpool kit. So Gypsy, man, nice.
Trust me. This kit's beautiful, man. I love this kit, man.
Oh, Brian, when you get your next kit, make sure you get Naby Keita in the back, yeah?
No more Naby Keita, man. No more. Listen. I think last season I get a Stevie Gerrard in number 8 to replace by the number 8. I'm done with Naby Keita, man. I'm telling you. I'm done with him.
Right, we're gonna talk.
Okay, guys.
Take care, bro.
Oh, boy. Ryan's the best. But guys, we are going to wrap up there. Obviously, we've had you for a good portion of the evening. Got to say a massive thank you. Make sure you check out Stream Locator. Click that link in the description ASAP. We are going to be back on Sunday for the West Ham game. So obviously, make sure you tune in for that. And we move, people. We move. As thank you for all the callers.
I am not going to forgive you if you are lying. I am not going to forgive you.
We'll check Twitter. We'll check.
We'll check. But
yeah, guys, a massive thank you to everyone who joined. Man like Matt, Drifty, Cal, we are Kopish. Stay safe, stay blessed, people. Take care.
Peace.
much.